All right, hello everybody. Today we are going to be working on swapping out the cooler on my GPU. And you guys are going to have to forgive me if stream is a little wonky today. It is going to be definitely a little wonky. As I am not using my regular computer for streaming, and I'm asking a very, very old Mac Mini to be doing the stream for us today, and it's going to be a little bit jittery. And we're just getting started. We're still just getting started. Get ready to get set up. All right. I hope everyone is having a good Tuesday. Yes, today is Tuesday. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll just get right into it. So this is my graphics card. It's a 6900 XT. And this is probably one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done, is actually going to be disassembling it. So we can put on a water cooling block. This is a really nice card as it is. It cools itself really well just out of the box, but looking for that little bit of extra performance and extra little bit of cooling performance, and so we're going to be swapping out the block. And to get started, I should probably look to see how everything is attached. But yeah, we're going to get started by attempting to take off the back panel. Now, I need the one screwdriver that's one size bigger, and I misplaced it. Hang on one second. All right, found it. Okay. All right. Got a couple of screws there for our back plate. I don't think that's going to just come off as it is. I think we're going to have to figure that out as we go. Yep, that's not going to just come right off, unfortunately. And my camera is going to be a bit of a pain today. It's going to want to try and focus on my hands, I think. So not a lot I'm going to be able to do about that, but so basically what we have to do is strip down the GPU itself and get it ready to apply the plate to it. Now, there's two screws here in the middle. At least all of these screws are the same length. All right, so that's the back cover. Like a die cast cover plate on it. Okay. And as you can see, there is a lot of screws that we got to take off to get to the rest of it. I think we can pretty much just safely say we're going to go ahead and get started and remove the rest of these screws, and we're going to see what that does for us. Oh, and these are some chonky screws. Oh, actually, not that chonky, but they're fastened in pretty well. I think I'm live, aren't I? Yeah, it says I've got a viewer. I should probably take a moment and actually focus my camera. It needs to be. I also apologize for my camera looking like my camera quality looks rough. That's due to the fact that this Mac Mini can't handle a very high stream. I could bump it up, but then the lag would be almost unbearable. Okay, almost there. That's a lot of screws. That is a ton of screws. I like that there's a little bit on here that says place permanent part number barcode and serial product label here, and there is none. Okay. Now the question is this going to come off or not? Don't think it's attached by any means. Are we missing anything else is the question. Aha, there's some little screws on this side. Gotta take these off. I don't know if the camera will be able to focus or not, but yeah, there's some screws here on this side we gotta remove. I'm just hoping this goes well because I can't afford to replace this GPU at this point. Okay, that removes the back shield and mounting. Anything else on this side that needs to be removed? Doesn't look like it. Oh, here it comes. Looks like it's going to come free. Now, I'm probably going to have to remove these. Now, this is the warranty void sticker, which not a lot we can do about that. I think we'll just have to go in and just poke right through it. I don't like removing this at all. I dislike that a lot. Trying to see if there's anything else we're missing. Oh, we did miss one screw. Missed a screw right here. This thing even focused? It's hard to tell.
Oh, there.
Okay. Now I'm unsure like how much prying is this going to take. What are you doing? Hey, TSM Gaming. Hello, welcome in. I am switching out the cooler on my graphics card, my 6900 XT. And I'm sorry the stream looks a little bit rubbish, but I am swapping out the cooler on my 6900 XT for a liquid cooler, and so I'm switching out the air cooling block for a water cooling block. We have a couple pins right here that I need to disconnect. There's a couple wires in here, but yeah, welcome in, welcome in. How is your day going? I don't know if there's an easier way to get these disconnected. Bagels, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Bagels, I would give you a shout out, but I will say that my computer is having a fit right now, and I don't know if I'll be able to or not. How's everybody's day going? Is this the only stream today? This probably will be the only stream today. We're going to work on this a little bit, and then we'll be working on... Oh, you know what? I forgot that I had the text on stream on here. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. We're going to do this, and time permitting, we're going to work on the motherboard as well. And time permitting after that, we're going to put together a Lego set. I don't know how to get this connector off. What will be tomorrow? So tomorrow I'm off. And barring that, so tomorrow I'm off, and then Thursday was going to be Terraria. But the problem is my computer's not going to be ready by then. And so, oh, there we go. There is the cooler. You can see all the thermal pads on all sides. And that came off nice and cleanly. I am very happy with that. So that's all the graphics card is. It's a very thin little wafer that gets very hot, and all of this rest of it is dedicated just to cooling it. I told you you got Vulcanoids. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, actually. Where's this guy's suit? Nice, nice. Yes, I'm very happy to be here working. I'm glad you guys are here to watch. Been a hot minute since I've done a stream like this. Like I said, I do apologize. I do see that the stream quality is rubbish, absolutely rubbish. That's just because I'm using a 10-year-old Mac Mini to stream with right now, and it cannot handle 1080p. So my camera is set to about 240p. And I've lost my tweezers. I need my tweezers. I don't know where they're at. Maybe we can use a penknife instead. Yeah, so the thing is that so in order to stream like Terraria or anything like that, generally speaking, I would need I'd need this computer to be running. And so I thought maybe I'd have this ready by Thursday, But as I look at it, it is not going to be ready by Thursday. I need to order some more parts as some of the parts that I have are not going to fit. Which is a little frustrating, but you know, it's okay. We'll manage. We'll make do. I think that this computer will just maybe be able to handle. Brian, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I think this computer will just barely, just maybe hold it together enough for streaming some Switch games, but we will have to see. Welcome in, Brian. How is it going? I was wish picking out computer parts to give me a headache because I love switching parts, and it is fun. It is fun. This part's a little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. This part's a little nerve-wracking, but it is generally a lot of fun. We're gonna put in everything except for those 4 main screws, which are still attached to that. So what we need to do, try and put all these screws back in and remember which ones go where. So there's a couple screws. I want to put a lot of these screws back in so that way they won't get lost. Doing well, working, lurking. Nice, let's go. Like I said, I would give you a shout out, but my current Mac Mini is having a fit and I don't know if it'll be able to handle it or not. Oh, that's the wrong size screwdriver for that. Nope, that was the right size screwdriver for that. That's what. How's the swap going? It's going good so far. It's going good so far. It came apart a lot. It's come apart a lot easier than I expected, which is a good thing. Pooh Bear, hello, welcome in. Do not worry, friend. I'm going to be playing or watch Volcanoids on YouTube. Okay, no worries, no worries. I thank you so much for stopping in and have fun, have fun. What's your favorite PC case? So my favorite PC case is the one that I just got. I'll see you. Yeah, no worries. We will see you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will catch you soon. So, and I posted a picture on Discord. I don't know if... I think you're in my Discord. If not, you can type in exclamation Discord. And I posted some in the Show Off Your Tech Show Off Your Tech page. It is a computer case I just got in, and basically it is like a Mac Pro lookalike, and I absolutely love it so far. Yep, that goes there. We're just putting all these screws in, trying to remember roughly where they go. You guys probably can't see this part because I'm doing it slightly off stream. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Did you guys hear that? Please tell me you guys heard that. I just like this song. It is a good song though. It is a good song. Is that all of them? No, there's 2 left. You did hear it. Okay, good. Because like I said, I'm streaming from my Mac Mini today, and everything is just kind of quote unquote working. It's working in theory. You should hear how loud it is in the background. It is not a happy camper right now, but it should do for the week. So I was taking my computer apart. I was putting everything in a new case, and I realized, well, it's going to be a bit of a fit trying to get all the fittings to fit, for one thing. And unfortunately for another thing, where do those screws go to? Oh, that's what you guys go to. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, so I'm putting my computer case together, and I realized that, unfortunately, the pump that I got for my computer is going to be too big. It doesn't fit. It's like in the way, and it makes me the big sad. But I think I'm gonna have to order a different pump, a smaller one, and which means waiting on that to arrive. So it means we're gonna have to put up with this little Mac Mini. Not put up with it. I'm very grateful that it's working at all. But maybe for about a week we'll have to use this computer while I wait for more parts to come in. All right, and then we're gonna put on this plate again. Like that. Like I said, just reassembling everything. I might re-need some of these screws, but we're just going to put this back together so I don't forget what screws go where, because that would be the last thing I'd want. Did you have to peel off the warranty voided from new stickers? I did actually have to poke through it. I had to poke clean through it, and technically, there is a rule. Oop, I can't put those back in. They've got nothing to mount to. I can put these back in at least. Now, technically speaking, I would have to prove. Thankfully, there's been, I think, some changes to like warranty laws and stuff. And so now, if something happened to it and I could prove that it was a fault with AMD, they would still have to repair it. I.e., if it just went kaput and it stopped working altogether, and basically, you know, they take it apart and say, okay, well, the water cooling thing didn't damage it, then, you know, that's still on them. Technically, those warranty void stickers are a little bit more of a scare tactic than they are like a legally binding thing, at least these days, thankfully. All right, so that's the old cooler, and it is a piece of art in its own right. But we're not going to need that. I'm actually going to put this on display. I'm actually probably going to put this on display at some point. I will need to take, and here is that little warranty void sticker, and you guys can probably just barely see it. Right there. That's the little sticker. They said, you won't believe it, I found my one villager I wanted after only 16 tickets. Let's go. 16 tickets is nothing. That is amazing. GG. Which villager is it? That is hecking exciting. And it just occurred to me, and I don't know how well you guys can tell, but I realized that they designed this to look like, and it's one of those neat little things where it's a visual thing, but they designed the bottom of this case to look like these are covers. It looks like you could take that screw out and then like hook your finger and then pull that panel open. That's what it looks like on both sides, but you can't, but it looks like you can. Hey, Loot, hello, welcome in, welcome in. How is it going? All right, so we're gonna set that aside for later. Doing good, and you? I'm doing really good, doing really good. I'm doing a little bit better than my Mac Mini is doing right now, the one that's trying to handle the stream. Let me go ahead and give some shout outs real quick. All right, let me shout out. Yeah, my computer is struggling. Badoop. All right, let's see. There we go. Let's go. Got all the friends in here. Oh, Dobie. Dobie is one of my favorites. Dobie is, I think, hands down my favorite Cranky. I like him because he looks like a grumpy old... He is a grumpy old man, but he's not that grumpy, thankfully. I think he used to be a lazy way back when. And they changed him to Cranky. All right, so... Yeah, of course, of course. Like I said, happy to do it as long as my Mac will do it for me. So this is the GPU, basically. This is all that's left of basically a $1,000 graphics card. And now comes the fun part. We have to reassemble it. And this is where things get a little nerve-wracking. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. I need to go get, because I don't have it handy, I need to go get a soft cloth and some rubbing alcohol so we can clean these pads off and get off all the old thermal pad goop. And so I'm going to be right back. Trying to think of what else I need while I'm at it. And just to make sure you guys can hear the music, right? It is the Lo-Fi Girl that's playing in the background. Hopefully it's not too sleepy or too chill or anything, but... Let's see, what do I need? Yeah, oh, you can hear it. Awesome, awesome. Okay, good. He did used to be a lazy. I had looked him up today and it said that. Yeah. I wonder what he would have been like as a lazy. I wonder if he would have talked about the bugs under his bed. I don't think he'd be that, because there's the lazy type A and lazy type B, and one of them doesn't talk about the bugs. I'm hoping Dobie wasn't the one that talked about the bugs. All right, so let's take a look at this. So this is back here. This part of the panel is going to go over the back like that. Nice shiny stainless steel. I thought this was going to be nickel. I'm a little sad that it's not. I thought I specifically ordered the nickel coated one, but it's this will actually look good. This will actually look decent, I think. And you can see here's all the, like, it's hard to get it to show up on camera because of the lighting, but you can see all the wells where the thermal pads are going to go. All right. But yeah, let me go grab some rubbing alcohol real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, I've got some right here, but I just have to go grab a towel. Hey, Falcon. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How is it going? Electronics, let's go. Yes. We are working on my GPU, which is a little nerve-wracking. This is probably the most expensive thing that I've ever done. And it's one of those things, you get one good shot at it. Well, you get one shot at not messing it up. First ever Sebastian repair stream I've been to. Nice. Let's go. Welcome in, Connie. Welcome in. The basis for making fun happen. Exactly. So it's interesting because I'm working on this, and so usually when you guys watch the stream, this is exactly the thing that is powering the stream and making it possible, while making the video part of it possible. Anyway, this is what does the encoding on my computer, and so this is what enables you guys to watch me. I know it's been a long time since I've done a repair stream. Now, technically, this isn't really a repair; it's more of a modifying stream, but it works. It works. It's a repair stream, and I'm glad you guys can make it. Like I said, we're working on the graphics card first. After the GPU, then we're going to go on to the motherboard. I have to swap out the Wi-Fi card from my current motherboard to the new one. And then after we do that, well, that's a thought. I could actually wait to swap motherboards. No, I need to go ahead and get it over with. So I have to swap the Wi-Fi card on the motherboard, which means disassembling quite a bit of it. Hey, Tasha, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Now, I want to make sure that these are clean. They look hazy for some reason. I don't know why. These are part of what gets really hot. Took a 1 hour and 45 minute nap. Nice. Oh, Ani, how did your state testing go? How do you feel about it? I imagine you probably don't know the results just yet, but how do you feel about it? All right, so we got these clean. And now we just gotta polish that up a little bit. That's the actual die. That is the actual expensive bit that does all the calculations. Polish that up a little bit more. Move any of the leftover thermal paste, thermal pads. I was we speedrun. Okay, desks are small and uncomfy, but did the most. I speedrun math was surprisingly so easy. Nice. I got separated from a lot of friends, but had one. Nice. That's good. That's good. In the boring classroom. Heck yeah. Glad you at least had one friend with you. Alright, so we got that nice and clean. Now we need to get the dust off. We've got some rubbing alcohol that's still in there though that needs to dry before we start closing it up. Looks like some dust on there that I'd like to take off if I could. Imagine hand reveal, right? I should eventually start studying for my learner's permit. Nice, let's go. I had one in Canada, but it expired in COVID. Yeah. I hope they can get that done. That would be fun. Get to drive around. Alright, so now comes the anxiety-inducing part. We have a bag of screws and thermal pads and the new block. And when I tell you guys this is chunky, this is heavy, this is a bunch of copper. It's pretty much solid copper that will then be running. Basically, all the liquid's going to come in one side, it's going to rush around here through this little water block and come out the other end and cool off the GPU. But this is a heavy, solid chunk of metal. And we have to put it on. And we have to get it right the first time. But first things first, gotta make sure you read the manual. Up here. This is a Heatkiller 5. And so, preparation of the graphics card. Remove the stock backplate, the original cooler, and all remaining residue of thermal compound, which we've done. Place the supplied thermal pads on the graphic card as illustrated. Apply the thermal compound evenly to the GPU area. So basically what we're going to be doing. The sink always leaks when someone flushes the other toilet in the other bathroom. Oh man. Means they're going to have to do some, got some plumbing issues in there maybe. Anyway, so this is the next step that we got to work on. We have to apply these strips of thermal pads. And it looks like there's some little squares. I really need my tweezers for this. I need to find my tweezers. So guys, you're gonna have to give me a couple minutes. It's laying around here somewhere. You guys should see my room. It has been a disaster taking all these fittings apart and trying to fix stuff and move stuff around. So give me 2 seconds while I try and find my tweezers, because that will help us greatly for applying these thermal pads. And they have it oriented in the instructions this way. Or do they though? No, they don't. No, actually they don't. They do have it this way. Yeah, okay, they have it that way. We're going to be putting a thermal pad over these chips. A thermal pad over, it looks like, that's tough to tell. There's 2 little chips in here. Are these 2 little doodads? We'll be putting one over Well, they don't do a very good job telling you which ones you gotta put them on. Huh. Hey, Paskowitz! I hate this, the tweeter so bad. Oh no. Hey, Paskowitz, hello. Welcome in from the water killing disc. Nice. Well, I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad someone that is... You might be able to help me tell me what I'm doing. Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, is it going? Yeah, so I've gotten my 6900 XT completely apart already, and it's good to go. And I've got the pads cleaned and everything. And now I just have to go find some tweezers real quick. And we're going to start applying the thermal pads, but I have to find my tweezers. My question is so I've got the documentation here, and they basically show where to put these thermal pads, but they don't really tell you exactly what chips they go on. And it's a little frustrating. Why is there a Korok seed next to Princess Zelda's room? I don't know. I think she was friends with the Koroks. Probably something to do with it. Yeah, welcome in. Now give me 1 second while I go find my tweezers.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hey, Paskowitz, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Aha, tweezers. Let's go. I'm gonna try and get my friend back. Oh, heck. Which friend? Alright, so we've got tweezies. Looking up the manual PDF now. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, they don't, it's not very clear exactly which ones they're supposed to go on. But we can at least go ahead and get these out. And remove them. I may have to take a couple breaks while we're doing this because I would tell you guys my hands are shaking. I'm a little nervous. Not gonna lie. So we should have 1, 2. Oh, my bad, no links. Oh no, oh, my bad. Here, let me go ahead and give you a permit for that. Oh, it has a color-coded manual, really? Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Tasha. I appreciate that. Let's see. And ooh, I see. They've got these already pre-cut and ready to go. Yeah, Paskowitz, you can go. Ah, there you go. Thank you. Let me go ahead and find my trackpad. It's buried under this mountain of mess. Posted. Thank you so much. I just needed typing. I was just typing. Aw. Appreciate that. Thank you. Aha. And you said, oh, whoa, okay, that helps. Color-coded. There's actually 3 pads that go back there. Hey, thank you for that posture check. And let's go. So green gets pads, red does not. Awesome, that helps a good bit. So what it looks like is then, according to this diagram, it looks like, so this is the chip. This is the main thing, right? That doesn't get it, but it looks like this little bitty chip right behind it does. Might help the nerves. It might, actually, it might. It looks like that little chip there behind it gets one. And I know you guys can probably barely see because of the resolution. Let me see if I can drop this down a bit. Actually, I cannot. Actually, I can't. I know it's quite difficult to compare, but so it looks like we have one long strip along these chips back here. That's going to be this one. We should have, and I'm not seeing them. I don't see them in the supplied pads, which is a little disconcerting. You'll be right back? Okay, no worries. No worries, TSM. I appreciate that. I don't have the 2 pads that go here. What model car is this? Bye-bye, Zelda. Okay, so I got my new level 50. So nice. Level 50 boat. Let's go. What model car? Hey, Esper. Hello, welcome in. This is a 6900 XT that I am performing surgery on. You may have to cut the 2 pads you have. I don't know though. Okay, that's a good point. I'd hope not. And then I think I'm going to use Noctua paste for this, but we shall see. So it also looks like, it's tough to tell, but it looks like we're going to put a pad here. And we're going to put this pad here across all of these, like so. Looks like we're going to put a pad here. That chip. I think that's the chip, although, yeah, that should be right. Yeah, nope, that's right. That's definitely right, because that's where, I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen or not. That's the brand new line. Well, it's not really brand new. In fact, they're about to start coming out with the 7000 series, and they've also just about come out with the 6950, which is a beefy card. But these are finally becoming available again, is the main thing. But that looks about right. Now, yes, okay. All right, now that makes sense. All right, there is a score mark right here. Although it didn't score all the way through, so that's what we gotta do. We gotta cut this thermal pad. So one goes there. One goes there. Is this one faulty? No, it is not. It is not actually. It is, it was actually working beautifully. And then I showed up. No, but seriously though. What's happening is I am going to be liquid cooling the GPU, and so we have removed the admittedly, I personally think it's a beautiful stock air cooler, which what I'm going to be doing is planning on doing is taking and I'm going to be making a fake PCB that's the same size, put it back in the original cooler, and we're going to put this on display. We're going to display this up on the shelf. But what we're doing is we're adding on a heat killer water block. Yes, it is a ginormous air cooler. And this is actually a pretty beefy liquid cooler as well. This is a really solid chunk of copper, and it's actually heavy. This half alone is heavier than that whole air cooler, but this will slim it up a bit, hopefully cool it a little bit better. Because even with that massive air cooler on it, it still runs pretty spicy. I have the same brand block for my 3080 Ti FTW3. Yes, nice. This is my first time going with a full custom loop like this, and so far with all the parts I've gotten from Watercool, their heat killer line has been phenomenal quality. I've been running for the last month or so, I've been running just the CPU with the heat killer block, and it's been amazing. And like my temps dropped considerably over the all-in-one cooler. And so I'm excited to see what happens when I add this to loop. I know the whole system's going to run a little bit hotter overall, but I also have an external radiator that I'm adding as well, which will help offset that. Remember having my Vega 56 blower card, everything else ran so much. Yes, that's the thing. Especially those reference blower coolers were not the best designs. So I guess now it's time to put everything on. I think all these pads are in the right place. As I can tell, it looks like they're in the right place. It's actually not a Mora 3, and I almost wish I would have gone with a Mora now. Originally I was going to go with a small form factor case, and I have it's a 120 by 480, 60 millimeter thick radiator. And so it's standing up tall. And in hindsight, I almost wish I would have gone with a Moron, because then I could have hid it under my desk, something like that. But this will look good still, I think. And hey, I'm going to be putting quick disconnects, so someday I can always upgrade to a Moron. I really wish blower cards as a design. Took, but yeah, otherwise, that's the thing. Blower cards, in theory, would work great. You know, you're taking the air directly in, you're passing it right over the card and exhausting it right out of the case. But the problem is you got that one little blower motor, and it's having to do a lot of work. So I mean, they can work fairly well, but the problem is when you try to make them quieter, then they're not cooling as well. Like they're happiest when they're blowing at full speed, and then they're screaming. So yeah, so I think now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're ready to start peeling these off. Now, like I said, I'm probably using Noctua paste. Someone on the water cooling Discord did say to use an X pattern on it. We'll give that a try, and we'll see how. I know that the Noctua paste is really good at spreading. That's the thing I'm looking for, and I know that the Noctua paste will spread out super easy, and it should get a nice even coverage. All right, so we're going to start off though. We're going to start taking off the thermal pad backings, and we're going to work our way backwards from there. It's consistent. Nice, yeah. I have had the best luck. I mean, even in a non-Noctua cooler, Noctua's thermal paste usually gives me about a one temperature, like at least a 1 to 2 degree improvement in temps alone, just from the Noctua paste. All right, so apply that there. Tap that down. There's one. So this is the only part of the build that I'll be able to show off really on stream, although I'll take pictures and post them in my Discord. I'll also post them in the water cooling Discord as well. The other thing we're going to do today, time permitting, is we are going to, on my motherboard, I need to disassemble the heat sinks on it, so that way I can swap out a different Wi-Fi card. Heads have both film on both sides. Just okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, definitely good to make sure that I get both of those off. I have seen those posts on Reddit where people will assemble them, and they oftentimes will get really, sometimes, probably not often, but every now and then someone will get really bad temperatures with a new water cooling block, and sometimes it comes down to something as simple as that. Change the battery pack. Oh no, give me a second. You guys can still hear me, I think, so that's good. Hopefully this battery is still good. Can't remember if I charged this one or not. I appreciate you telling me that. I would not have noticed. I hadn't looked up in a hot minute. Are we live? Aha. If it does it again, and I'm sure it will by the time we're done, when it does it again, I will have to take a break for a few minutes, and I'm going to swap out the battery for the plug-in cord. That means taking off like the battery grip on my camera. go. So that's 4 of these. Getting there. But yeah, how is everybody's Tuesday going? Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm really glad though, like overall, because I'm getting into the water cooling hobby when I am, and I feel like this is an excellent time to be a water cooling hobbyist. You've got all of these kits that are pre-built, pre-made, they're easy to go, they've got all of these, like the thermal pads are already cut, ready to go, they're just in the right shape, this is almost as easy as putting together like a Lego kit. And I can imagine just like not even probably a few years ago, I can imagine it probably wasn't this easy. I mean, back in the day when I've seen photos from 10 or 15 years ago, people were rigging up their own water blocks and using actual aquarium pumps and using actual aquarium tubing and stuff like that. And, it worked, but this makes it super easy. Oh, that real quick. Let me read this. I won't read it aloud, but I will read it. Oh, I like your message. I think that's a good apology. I will tell you, I am probably not the person to ask about apologies, but and I'm not sure what happened. But I can tell that that's a heartfelt message, and as long as it's a genuine message, I think it's a good message. All right, let's see. Now I'm hoping that these little ones are the ones that I'm most uncertain about if I'm getting them in the right place. I think that I am. Best option obviously is going to be once I have these pads off, we're going to compare them. There's little pads, and they're hard to see through the plastic right now, but there's a little lump basically where this block is going to press onto the pads. And so the best option is going to be make sure that these line up. And I'm pretty sure that they are. All right. So let me just lift this up this way. Make sure. So this is going to get smashed, and basically this one's going to go to here. This one's going to go to here. These two go to here. This long strip goes along this block. This one, there's a tall. I'm not sure what this piece is, but I'm sure it's related to power. It's the R68 component. It fits in this well, and there's that piece is literally right behind it, so that matches. Same thing, there's a well right here and a piece of block right behind it. Well right here, piece of block behind it. This one looks like it's not necessarily a well per se, but it is also right there. So I think I have the pads in all the right places. Now the main thing is the thermal paste. And this is the part that makes me nervous, because once you put the thermal paste on, you really get one good shot at this. And if I have to do it again, I can. But it's a pain. Basically, I'm not going to know until I have the GPU in, water flowing through it. I'm not going to know if I'm getting proper cooling from a proper thermal paste job until I have completed it. Let me go find my thermal paste tube. We still have to take these top bits off. But I'm gonna wait till at least I have the tube ready. Hey, TSM. Hello there. Oh, thank you for that, Hydrate. I appreciate that. I definitely do need that. I always forget the sounds exist. Yes, yes. Gotta use them. Sound alerts. Most of them are for subscribers only. There's a few that are for anybody, but they're bit supported, which I appreciate all the sound alerts either way. And this is the part where I get nervous because I don't know exactly how much. I'm always afraid I'm going to use too much. I'm always afraid I'm going to use too little. I feel like with more practice and working on CPUs, I've gotten pretty decent at doing this. Ah, Tasha with the sheep scream. And here goes nothing? Question mark? Why does this make me nervous? Worst case, if I mess it up, I just have to peel it off and wipe it off and start again. But like, I don't know. I'll put it on here and then I'll show you guys and see what you guys think if it's too much or too little. Do I put a thin strap? Yeah, I put a thin X, right? And I hope that I have enough. That's the other thing. I've got more it's supposed to arrive today. There's not a lot left in here. You can do the thing. Yes, thank you. Alright, before I go ahead and do the other part of the X, and Pascos, you're probably the best one to answer this. How is that? Is that a decent amount? That's good? Okay, so one more line like that going the other way. Oh, this makes me nervous. Try not to make a huge mess of it if I can. Put the cat back on the Noctua paste. It's NTH2. X marks the spot, hopefully. Hopefully that's not too much. Noctua paste, though, I know it is really good at spreading, so worst case, it'll just ooze out onto the rest of the, into the green area. 10 out of 10, awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming in and helping. I really, really appreciate that. Flawless victory, let's go! Now comes the fun part. Before we put on the pad, we just have to make sure we get all of these plastic bits off. Well, I'd be going, okay, no worries, TSM. Thank you again for coming. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Right, slowly, slowly, slowly. Thank you again for coming in and hanging out. Have a good night. And I will catch you again soon. Ooh. There we go. Oh, this is satisfying as heck, guys. I wish you guys could see this a little better. I know, like I said, my video quality is really low just because my poor old Mac Mini. You should hear it. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner over there. I've done about 7 custom loop builds at this point. That said, still learning as I go. Nice. Well, thank you. You have all the expertise, and I really appreciate you sharing it with me. That is the other cool thing, though. You never stop learning. Yeah, this is my first full custom water cooling build. It's my second custom built PC. My first PC I built was an air-cooled PC that I built into a iMac G5 case. I gutted the case and modified it to hold a ATX or an MATX size motherboard. Come on, come on. There we go. Off you come. Did I get that one? Oh, I did not. Oh, this one's going to be spicy. My hands are shaking a little bit. These little ones are going to be tough because they're going to want to come off the pads before the sticker comes off. And there's one. Two. It's actually not doing so bad. What is your have you Paskowitz, what is your favorite build you've done so far? Like what was like notable about it that you really liked? There we go. I think that's all of them. That's clean, clean, clean. We got those three, and that's clean. Okay. At this point now, I think I just flop this over and slap it on. Look at the instructions. Yeah, put the water block onto the prepared graphics card and then turn the components around. The block is delivered with stainless steel screws and plastic washers. Screw the screws with washers into the block, beginning with the GPU area. Do not tighten the screws yet. Once all the screws are attached to the block, screw them tight, beginning with the GPU area. Make sure to tighten the screws crosswise. Basically, we recommend the assembly with the back plate. So I do have the back plate, thankfully. Go ahead and get this cut open. Oh, this is exciting. This is actually really exciting. I did a nice build in the Lian Li O11 Dynamic. Nice. We painted the tubing a nice silver metallic paint. Nice. I've actually thought about doing that in this build because I'm going for like a black and nickel theme. I wonder if that would look good. This slap it on. Yes. Do I have it right? I think I have it right. Just flop it over. Oh, this makes me nervous. Yeah, the pads are sticking on. That's good. That's good. This guy's where you guys can see it. Yeah, the Lian Li, the O1100 is a beautiful, beautiful case. And I've seen it built in person with it, and I'll look at it straight down. Okay. All right, nice. Got it. Dead on. Yeah, it's super popular, but I mean, there's a reason why it's super popular. Is because it's a really good case. You can fit anything you want in it. You can do whatever you want with it, and it's still a good-looking case. But like you said, it got redonkulously popular. And so if you're looking for something a little bit more unique, then well, you know, but it is still really good. Mounting without backplate. Does it show me mounting with backplate? Tighten slightly in an X, and that will help align things a bit. Okay, wait, put a few screws in around the GPU, the 4 and the X. These 4, okay. Ooh, boy, it's happening. It's actually happening. I can see it. We're going to rotate it around this way to match the drawing I've got. Thank you again for posting that. Thank you again for posting that PDF diagram. So here are all the screws that we've got, and they want us to use washers for just about everything. Are these all the same size? They should be because they're all mixed together. So we're going to go ahead and tip these out onto the desktop here real quick. And so, like you said, we're going to start off with the... Oh, hopefully they gave us a couple spares because I'm liable to send a couple of these flying. I see, we're using little hex head screws. Nice. All right, we're gonna have to line that up here in a minute. Okay. Let's see what size these are. These look about like they might be size 2. And is that the actual size? Or are these Torx screws? It's tough to tell. These actually might be Torx screws. I think they are. Let's try this one. A little loose. I think that's the right one, though. The screws, make sure to look at the backplate manual. They specify which screws to put in before you put in the backplate. Okay, we'll do. Let's see, that's a T 1.7. T7. All right, so that's the right screw there. All right, so I have the backplate one. Oh, you have to put on the IO bar. Oh, you're right. You are very much right. Okay, I think I can put these screws on first, and then we can do those. So that's good. That's good. All right, so they want us to do these 4 because I have it right here. Mess it up all the time. Oh, nice. Thank you for telling me. Especially because we've got more thermal pads to go on this side. I forgot about that. And as a matter of fact, I even made sure that when I ordered this, I did get Heat Killer's custom backplate as well to go with it. So I'll need to go grab that out of the box. All right, so there are those 4 screws. This is so exciting. All right, loosen just a little bit. Keep going down. Obviously, probably don't want to crank this too hard, but we do want there to be a good amount of pressure to apply. There's that. All right, so next we're going to put one here. And I am also sorry that my camera keeps autofocusing. I should probably fix that because it keeps focusing on my hands. It's my hands the closest thing to it, but I will fix that the next time the battery dies. Got all the screws before the back plate and then tighten them down. Okay, so let me back these off slightly. They're not really that tight yet. I'll give the board some breathing room so it can shift if it needs to. You can shift if you need to. You can leave your friends behind. And let's see. So we've done those. So there's 2 up here. These 4. To the diagram. There's these 4. And looks like there's going to be this smattering of 4 screws this way. I think this... I know this water block also supports like an RGB LED strip. I don't think it comes with it. But the build that I'm doing, I'm going to be doing minimal to no RGB in it. So not too worried about that at this point. I may end up putting like one LED strip in along the top of the case just so that we can light up inside. Because you guys will see once I have it posted on Discord, this case isn't really designed for RGB lighting. And then the next one goes over here, over the power socket. All right. I'm drinking some caffeine to get Seth to move. Oh no, I love that. All right, so that's all of those. They're on loosely. Make sure. We've got 2, get my diagram here for you guys to see. We've got 2 right here, so it's these 2. We've got the 4 in the cross pattern. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the cross pattern. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 going across the back side here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all of those. Next up is going to be that... The next is going to be that screw for attaching the backplate. So let me go grab that backplate out of the box. Nice. That is nice and shiny. That's going to go on like this, I believe. Yep, it's going to go on like that. They have thankfully already provided one of the screws that you need. And then the other one, I think, is just one of these without the washer, because the picture shows without the washer. Now, the picture actually shows the screw coming in from the... Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that makes sense. We got to take this out. And actually screw it in the other way. So thankfully, they did already provide the one slightly different screw. And then I'm going to flip that beauty over. I'm going to get fingerprints all over this thing before I am done. He's been more quiet. He's been more quiet in position. I can't feel him as much today, so it's concerned. Oh, no. Beth, it's time to wake up. And they do have the little screws, so we can actually reuse these little screws from the original GPU. When you clean it off, make sure you use a soft microfiber cloth like we'd use for... Okay, we'll do. I was actually a little sad, and I mean, it's okay. Because, you know, this part's going to face down on the build. So you're not really going to see it. Now, granted, I don't even have a clear case. You're not really even going to see it anyway unless I open it up. But so the top side is nickel, right? Like it's a mirror finish. And I was hoping that the backplate would be too. I really thought the backplate was going to be nickel, but it ends up being that it's a stainless steel. Which is alright, It'll still look good, but I was kind of hoping for that nickel finish. And I could have sworn when I got it that it was. I think I have just the cloth you're talking about. I have... It's basically a giant, well, it's basically a giant, like, eyeglasses cloth. So it's this, and that should polish it very nicely without actually doing any scuffing damage. Off circling mode. Yep, that takes that right off. Nice and clean. Oh, that looks so good, though. Looks so good. I'm very, very happy with that. And so now we have... I actually gotta be careful with this because I'm not quite ready to do a face reveal yet, so we are gotta be careful how I flip this so show up on camera. So I'm gonna flip it this way. And since this foamy bit is actually kind of a little bit scratchy, we're gonna plop this down. Plop that in on top of it. There we go. All right, so with that out of the way, now what we have next to do is the back plate. And so the back plate, we actually have a lot more pads to put on. Like I said, we have the back plate here. That's going to go on this way. Now they show... to use these spacers. That's what these are. They're not really so much for the heat distribution, I guess, but it's mostly for making sure that there's enough space that this doesn't short out the board. So we are going to go ahead and push that aside and plop that down. We're going to start working on this. So they show putting the pads on here first, which will work. And then they also showed not using washers to put these on. So we'll use the screws provided because these are longer screws. And they're countersunk screws as well. This part's going to take us a minute because there's actually more pads on the back than there are on the front. Somewhat surprisingly. So it should be... Let's see, how do they have these? So we've got... 1.0 goes here, 1.0 goes here, looks like. We've got a long, chunky one. I don't actually know where that goes. It looks like it goes right there. We have another one that goes over here. We have the square one that's going to go in the center. It looks like we've got one that goes maybe in here. When you clean it off, make sure you... Okay, yeah. Also, if you're having a sick dog who's coughing and puking, has taught me anything, is I'm not equipped to deal with puke. Once it has chunks, I can't do it. Oof, you're right. I don't know if you did. If not, make sure you tighten the board side screws. Okay, you're right. Thank you. I almost forgot. I actually did start to forget that. Thank you for reminding me. Should be firm, finger tight until you feel like it's 95% there. Okay, we'll do. They're showing one here, one here. Showing... They actually don't show one there. I don't know where this one's supposed to go, because they show... You know, my pad's actually cut out different. Like, there is a cutout there. It looks like that's the perfect place to put that. But and here's a couple really thin ones. Let me see if I can pull up that diagram. Because you brought me the diagram for that. Let me see if I can pull up the diagram for the backplate. Because the backplate doesn't match the diagram that they give me. So, let's say water cool. And just for the giggles, make sure I don't forget. Once I actually do start this, because I have a good chance of actually forgetting again. So what I have is you go to shop.watercool.de. Go to water blocks for GPU. Hopefully this will have the manual. Backplates for the 69. Yep. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is it's listed as a nickel backplate, but it was not actually nickel. That is a definitely... Oop, there goes my pads. That is a brushed looking, like almost a brushed stainless steel. That is not a shiny nickel that I was hoping for. But it's alright, it's alright. We'll be alright. Anodized aluminum. Strange, okay. Oh, that's right, anodized aluminum. That makes sense then. Where is the instructions? Where are the instructions? They should be here. Do they not have the instructions? Well, that's just annoying. Maybe they're with the block itself instead. In fact, I don't know where it's there. Oh, you do. Okay, you see it. All right. I still don't see it. Yeah, link permission. Sure, definitely. Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you for finding that. I really appreciate that. Hopefully this is color coded. Hopefully it's updated to match one that oh, it is. Yes. Yeah, look at this. This is far different than what what happened to my stream? Hang on. I fixed this. I can fix this. IR smart. There we go. What happened to... Look at the difference of this. I'm looking at this. They're not showing either of the pads that go back here. There's two pads that go back here. There's a thick pad that goes here. Wow, this is totally different. All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so we have... Whoop. We have a runaway pad. And I ran so far away. Okay. So we have a one... All right, so don't need that one then. We don't need that at all. Pad goes there. Pad goes there. Pad goes there. The thick pad goes right there. All right, thick pad goes right here. A very thin pad goes right there. Thin pad goes there. A thick pad goes there. A thick pad goes there. And then these two. Okay, awesome. That helps us a lot. That's a lot better. They sent me a very old manual with my backplate. Must have been like our first revision. Alright, so basically we're just gonna put those on. Let me actually, since we're here, let me go ahead and make sure that I've used all the correct screws in the right places then. Yep, screw positions are still the same. Yeah, that is a lot of pads. That is a lot of pads. But hopefully that should do the trick. Alright, let me go ahead and push this back so you guys can still see what I'm working on. Alright, we're peeling that off. Like I said, I'm sure some of these, like these are 2mm thick pads. And I imagine when you put this on, it's not really going to touch anything. It's just supporting right here. So they're, well, you guys can't see it on stream, but basically they're contacting just blank PCB in the back. And so imagining these are mostly just to act as, like I said, spacers to keep this from contacting the board. Okay, there's that. I get a little bit closer so that way I can top-down view. This is actually taking a good bit longer than I expected. I mean, I knew it would take me a while. I don't know what I expect. I didn't really have an expectation for how long this was going to take. For something like this, all the time it needs is the right amount of time. This one is such a long and such a thin pad that I'm actually going to see if I can do it this way. See if we can line this up first. Here we've got it in there. Yep, that's right. And then we'll peel up the rest of the backing. Let it fall where it needs to. There we go. I kind of wish we could have done this on the flip side as well. Put the pads on the block at first. I'm sure actually probably could have actually in hindsight. We probably could have put the pads on the block itself rather than on the PCB first. But I'm guessing on the front side you really want to make sure that those pads are on the components they need to be on. Oop. Come on, buddy, flip over. There you go. You sit right there. That's going to bother my OCD if I don't fix that. There we go. They're both the same orientation. They're not quite square. Right. Set that down, nice and neat. Yeah, this is actually a lot of fun. I've missed doing my repair streams, and this isn't exactly repair, but you know, it's in that same vein. I've missed doing these. I have a couple more planned coming up soon. I have a Canon camera flash that was sent to me that has rather severe battery corrosion in it. I want to take it apart and see if we can't fix that. I think I have successfully woken him up, annoying him to the point he's kicking my bladder. Oh no! Well, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Now you know he's awake, but he's too awake. Too awake. Go back. It tickles me. I never thought about that caffeine would affect a baby like that. In fact, I do actually remember way back when I made coffee, I remember people would ask for decaf so that wouldn't affect their baby too much. Come on. Come on.
Oh, there.
Unstick. Matcha! Hello there. Welcome in, welcome in. You'll forgive me if I'm a little sidetracked for them. Oh, I way overshot that. Uh-oh. Before that seals in the flavor. Does look considerably like bubblegum. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. It's sticking over just a little bit. We got most of the way tucked in there. There's a little bit of buffer around that, I'm sure. Caffeine. Oh, let me move my window out of the way so I can actually read what you guys are saying. Caffeine, cold drinks, sugar, laying down on your left side all help to get baby moving. They usually say sugar more than caffeine, but you're allowed to have, I think, up to 100 milligrams of caffeine a day when pregnant. I'm just having one cup. Nice, okay. Yeah, definitely not like a big coffee or anything like that. Which is what one of the interesting things that I learned was that coffee, even decaf coffee, still has caffeine in it. It's got like 1/6 the amount of coffee in it, or 1/6 the amount of caffeine in it, something like that. Which I did not know until I guess it was a pregnant lady that actually told me that. Let's go. Okay, so that's all those thermal pads. Now, Asquith did remind me to make sure I get these screws all the way tightened on this one, because I did actually start to forget to do that, so go ahead and finish that real quick. Go in a clockwise formation to tighten down the screws around the actual silicone. Tighten that. Tighten that. Tighten that down. Keep going around. And then we'll rotate this up a little bit and tighten this in. There we go. And so now all we got to do is go back here, go back to our board here and peel all of these off and flop it over and put it on. So that comes the next fun part. Yeah, welcome in, Matcha. I hope you are having a good Tuesday. But like I said, we won't be able to play any PC games. We won't be able to play Terraria, I don't think this week, probably going into next week. It will remain to be seen whether my computer's whether this Mac Mini is going to be able to handle streaming a Switch game even. If it can't handle it, because the thing is it's having to handle that capture card, and that's where it's kind of having a fit. If it can't handle that, then what I will do is we will be playing some MS-DOS video games, because I'm pretty sure it could handle that. And I have been wanting to play Commander Keen for a really long time. It's been a long time. I think that might be a lot of fun to watch on stream. I think you guys might enjoy that if you guys like platforming games like I do. I always say third time's a charm. Yeah? I hope it works. Alright, do I have all of those off? I do. I think that's the next step. I think now we just have to take this. We got all the pads in place where they need to go. And then we are going to flip it over. And plop it on. And hope that it works. go ahead and, before we actually sit down, cement in those pads. And over here, make sure it's lined up cleanly and neatly. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that's good so far. And so now we got to use these screws it came with. And these are all countersunk screws, so they're going to look really nice. And these are definitely Torx screws. Like I said, I would flip this thing all around and show you guys, but then that would end up becoming because of the mirrored finish, that would end up becoming a face reveal. I'm not quite ready for that. So we're going to show you guys roughly what it looks like. And I had a dream saying, sorry to a friend, my dreams do come true, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I hope that all goes well for you. I know friendships and stuff like that sometimes are never easy, you know. But I'm very glad that you, like I said, your message seemed very genuine, and I hope they accept your apology. I can't believe this is actually happening. I didn't think I was ever really going to get to this point. I'm actually assembling this. I've ordered these parts a few months ago, actually. I feel like now. And it is coming along really nicely. And we're right at the 1.5 hour mark, so we're doing good on time. Because from here on out, this was the hardest part. This was probably the riskiest, scariest part of this whole thing. Obviously, we still got to put it together. We still got to run. We still have to leak test it. And that's a really important thing that we need to do, is to leak test this, make sure that it's not like, you know, maybe when they assembled it, the O-ring might have been pinched or cut or something like that, and it could leak water. We don't want water getting on the GPU while it's live, so I will have to hook it up to the lines and let water run through it. I'm probably going to let water run through it for 24 hours. Just to make sure. And that will be probably sometime early next week or later this week, since I don't yet have the pump that I'm going to need and all that good stuff. Ecan Aqua Computer Cell and Air Leak Tester. Nice. Okay, that's right. Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I have that. I do have that. That helps a bunch, because that gives you... Yeah, that's right. Okay, I do have that air tester. I have, I know EK just released a revised version right after I bought mine. A spaceship from Star Wars. Wait, in Fortnite there's a spaceship from Star Wars? I didn't know that. I have to check in on that. It's basically a mini bike pump with a pressure gauged. Okay, yeah, okay, so I have that. Let me grab it real quick. You have Doritos? Nice, I love Doritos. Yeah, so I do have this, which is their old design, and I know they have a new design, because this one you have to attach directly to a fitting, and their new one has the hose is like on the other end, which makes it a little bit easier to work. But yeah, I do have this at least. I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot that we had it, but I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh ho! Anonymous with a Phasmo ghost jump scare for 5 biddies. I wonder who that might be. Oh, this is heavy. Oh wow, this is heavy. Getting it all together, and like I said, it's covered in fingerprints. But there it is. Did not get scared at all. I'm sorry. I will tell you why, Cindy, I will tell you why. I can't actually hear the sound alerts right now. I'm so sorry. I saw that you played it, but I actually can't quite hear it at just this moment because, dang it, oh, I'm sorry. Sydney, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. I am streaming off my Mac Mini, so tomorrow when I stream, or next time I stream, on Thursday, I will have my headphones in. Right now, my Mac Mini is sitting like 3 feet behind me, and I don't have headphones in, so I can't really hear myself. I can't hear anything, and which is a little concerning for me. If you have any questions, I got the same handle on Discord, so feel free to reach out to me directly, or other Discord members would. Oh, thank you so much, Pasquitz. Thank you again for coming in and helping me with this. I appreciate it. It is. I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous. I love that so much. And thank you for the help. I really, really appreciate that. So my graphics card is ready to go. It is heavy though, guys. I gotta tell you, I want to weigh this thing and see how much it weighs now that I have it together. But yeah, I'm sorry, Cindy. I promise you, next time, I will hear you. I will hear it for sure. I should turn that one off for the day. I'm so sorry. How was your day? How was your Tuesday? You came in just right time. We just finished putting in and assembling my graphics card into the water-cool water block, and I'm trying to hold it to where you guys can see it without seeing me too much. And yeah, so basically we went from, this is how it looks now. It looks so good. I know, doesn't it? I'm really happy with this. I'm really glad, because I could have gone with either the black or the nickel, and I'm really glad I went with the nickel. This looks really, really sharp. I do wish this side was polished as well, but, you know, it'll still look really good. And this was the original cooler. So this was the original air cooler, which is not nearly as heavy. Yeah, let's go. So that's that part done. Got the GPU completely assembled. Not a bad idea to get a GPU support brace if you're mounting horizontally. Okay, I will be mounting it horizontally. And fortunately, the way that my case is designed, it will be, I think, pretty much perfect for a GPU support brace. And then I'll put it like back here in this corner, or up here in this corner. And if I can hopefully find something made out of either like a matte black or a nickel, maybe we can, I'll see what I can do. And I think that would look really good in my case as well. Thank you for the advice, but because yeah, this is stinking heavy, and all that weight on the PCI slot. Now my motherboard does have reinforced PCI slots. Boy, this is stinking heavy, guys. That's a lot of weight. Dagnabbit, guys. This is like I'm holding jewelry. I guess it kind of is. Kind of sad day. My Valorant duo found a better duo and we have been queuing all together, which was fine, but today I feel like I was third wheeling so bad. I kind of snapped and said I'm going to play solo for... Oh no, I'm sorry, Cindy. I will tell you... Don't let it fall. It does. And ironically, the water block itself, I mean... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is a bit expensive. It is a bit expensive. I'm really sorry about that, Cindy. I know that feeling you're talking about, and it is an awful feeling. It is an awful feeling, but I'm sorry about that. There's an American company, Optimus Water Cooling, that makes blocks that weigh over 5 pounds. What? I have heard of Optimus, but I did not realize it was so expensive. I mean, so heavy. They're also yes, I have heard that. I've heard they're ridiculously expensive, but I've heard that they're hard to be beat for the quality though. You're used to it, so oh. Like I said, I can understand, but really sorry about that. $380. Whoa, okay. That makes the heat killer look like a bargain. Speaking of heat killer, this stream is brought to you by no, I wish. Heat killer hit me up. Yeah, the heat killer is not nearly 380, but it is still kind of expensive. So this is my mini ITX board that I had been using. I was using this before. What I'm going to do is I now have a full ATX board, And so what I need to do is remove the block, obviously. We're going to work on that in a bit. In fact, I might have to do that first. I may or may not. I kind of want to leave the block in place as much as I can because as I work on this, I don't want to risk damaging either the CPU or the block itself. And so I feel like if I just leave it on this one, it'll keep it safer until I'm ready to transplant that. But what I need to do is I need to get to this Wi-Fi card. That is, and I don't know why they do this now. I mean, I know why they do it. They don't expect people to need to swap these out, but there is a PCI, or it's like an NVMe slash USB Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module that is buried underneath this heatsink. Since I run a Hackintosh, most of these cards come with an Intel 6, I think it's Intel 6E Wi-Fi card. That doesn't work with Mac OS. So what I've done is on this one, I took this apart and I installed a Broadcom one that does work with Mac OS. However, my new motherboard has the Intel 6E, so I need to take this one back out of here and put it in my new board. And so in order to do that, we have to take this apart. And I don't necessarily like doing this just because the thing is that these have very similar thermal pads to the ones that I've used on, to the ones that I used today on the GPU. And I know that the more I break the seal on those thermal pads, the less they're gonna work as efficiently. But there's not a lot that I can do about it, unfortunately. So we're gonna roll with it. Let's see, does that connect all the way over? Yep, that does. Got these screws with the spacers. There we go. I don't know if that's enough for that to come apart yet or not. I think, does that heatsink combine? It might. I don't think it does, actually. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see if this comes off this way. And then, oh, but we do have to take off the back plate. So it's moderately annoying, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And so what I'm going to do is take the 6E, the Intel 6E Wi-Fi board out of the other motherboard and put it into here. And I hope all this works. Otherwise, I just realized some motherboards let you do that and some motherboards don't. I don't know that that motherboard, there's a certain type of Wi-Fi card that can be hot swapped around like this, and then there's some that can't. We're about to find out. This one I got lucky with. It can be swapped. So there's that little board right there. We can almost wiggle it out. But alas, we can't. So we gotta pop this off right here real quick. Is this going to be a butt? Am I going to have to actually remove this? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find out here in a minute, though. Got two more. Ooh, I screwed those on tight last time. Got one screw there to remove the... Another screw there to remove that one. Slowly wiggle that up. Nope, it removes right out. All right, so there's the whole module. What I'm hoping is that I can just take that. Oh, you're back with Doritos. Let's go. Fucking exciting. All right, so this is, and you guys can probably barely see it, but yeah, you guys are not going to be able to see that. There we go. There you go. So that's the original block. The actual Wi-Fi card is inside. But originally it was an Intel AX210 NGW Wi-Fi module. And so what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to go grab my other motherboard. Anyone ever watched Coraline? The other motherboard. And now we have this one. And I'm hoping, and it should be, this thing over here like Seb. Yes, I am Techie Bob Ross. But no, seriously. So we've got this motherboard now, and my camera's a little oversaturated. Sorry. Reduce that lighting a little bit. And what we're gonna do is now I gotta take this chunky heatsink off. Heck, Ross, I love that. And that's not gonna be as fun. So we're gonna remove my 2 sticks of RAM. My brain no have thoughts now. It's empty. Oh heck. Carefully remove the 1 stick of RAM. Carefully remove the other stick of RAM. And now we get to try and figure out how to get this apart, because once again, the part we need to access is right under here. And this board, though, is going to be a bit more of a royal pain to work on, because we have to take this bottom heatsink off, it would appear to be. Yet we do, because there's the 2 screws. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There's one little screw right here. That is holding in basically this doodad. But there should be a second screw right underneath it, so we gotta take this whole thing off. It looks like there's a handful of screws on this side, but there's also looks like it appears to be 3 screws on the other side that are holding it in from that side. If I didn't have that Coke Zero, I'd probably be wanting to nap again. Oh no! And have all my viewers falling asleep. Tell me about it. I'm comfy in bed, forced to keep my eyes. Aw. Sounds like you need to get some rest then. That is covered in fuzzy wuzzies. I don't know why. Alright, so we need to make sure that we remember that these screws belong to that motherboard and these screws belong to this motherboard, although they're actually same, which is really neat to think about. Saves money, right? So we've got these same screws are the same ones that were on the ITX board as well. Might as well save money where you can, right? Except for 10 hours, I'm okay. I don't know, though. Are you, though? Are you? No, seriously. I know what that's like. Sometimes you sleep and you're still tired. I woke up kind of early today, actually, to work on my computer, and was hoping to get it done today, but... or at least, you know, today and tomorrow, but I'm going to have to order some more parts, and so it's not going to be ready until next week, at least. But we shall see. That one goes up there. Def don't have to wake up at 6. Def not. Not mem, no. Oh no, you gotta wake up at 6. Ew. Alright, we do need to remove that screw because that's holding in the heatsink. So more handcraft streams next week. Maybe. We will see. I don't know that I'll have to do another handcraft stream, or I don't know that I'll have what I need to do one. I will say that I don't know if you guys can probably tell, my frame rate is down at 30 frames a second. The video looks grainy as heck, and that's because to get this from my camera, to work on this 10-year-old Mac Mini, I basically had to set my little camera capture card to 240p. So it's really grainy for that reason. Alright, what else are we doing though? We have a screw that's right here. Of course, it's buried underneath these heat sinks. Let's go ahead and start unscrewing these heat sinks. So, oh, hang on now. Oh, that one was stuck. So we have, are these, oh nope, that is gonna fall out. I wish that had a cap. I wish that was a captive screw. All bit was okay with, yeah. I'm trying. You should hear this poor little Mac Mini. It is doing its absolute best, and I'm very thankful for it. But it is having a moment over here behind me. I can hear it. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner. I can't access that screw, as well as I can't access that screw. So these are the only 3 screws that we need. Banjo Tooie graphics are still worse, so you're fine, right? Hey, that'd be kind of neat. Just take this and have it redone in N64 graphics. It's a repair video, but in N64. It goes over here by the M2 slot, which, since I'm using a 10th generation Intel processor, I can't use. This motherboard has 4 NVMe slots in it, although because I'm using a 10th generation CPU, I believe I can only use 3 of them. Whereas if I had an 11th gen Intel CPU, I could use all 4 of them. Aw, Cindy, thank you for the 200 biddies. Aw, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's go. Aw, thank you. I heckin' appreciate it. In case you fall asleep, well, if you do fall asleep, I hope you have the sweetest dreams. I really appreciate that. Alright, then we also need to remove this screw here. Like, I feel like this is extra invasive. I feel like this is like super invasive for just needing to get to a Wi-Fi card. If I can't play sound alerts, you get the aww. Well, thank you for both the biddies and the sound alerts. Although, like I said, don't worry. By tomorrow's my day off, so we are gonna work on getting my. I'm gonna work on getting my stream a little bit more set up better on the Mac Mini because it's really bare bones right now. And then tomorrow I will be able to hear the sound alerts, and I will definitely have headphones. Alright, so we gotta carefully remove this. As you can see, there's thermal pads on here that I don't want them to get damaged because they're there for a reason. And yeah. Although, do I really need? No, I did need to remove that. What else is holding this on? I don't see anything else that's holding on the heatsink on the other side. Is there anything? I probably should be looking at a manual, but I know there's not really any manual online that you can find for taking motherboards apart. They generally kind of advise that you don't do that. How do I? Nope, that screw's undone. All these screws are undone except for the... Okay. Question mark. Start breaking these seal. Oh, yep, there it goes. This is the part that makes me nervous because these are the VRM, heat sinks, and you want these to be cooled really well, and so I don't really want to damage the thermal pads at all and then risk, them not cooling properly. Now this should come out, and I don't know how. It's not attached. Is it just clipped? Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. How does that come off? That needs to come off somehow. Is there a screw and I'm just missing it? Is it clipped? Is it magic? It seems to be some form of technology. Yeah, I don't know how this is attached. And it's making me nervous. I think from it appears to be, oh. Wah, wah, wah. It appears that it slides on. Alright, so yeah, now you can see on the bottom side of, these are the VRM heatsinks. As you can see, I've released them now, so we're not going to get quite as good a pressure on them next time when I reattach them. Now, hopefully, it will still be good enough. I could always put fresh thermal pads on there, but I don't have those. And all right, so once again, here is the Wi-Fi card that we're replacing. And let's pray it's the right kind of model that can be replaced, because there are 2 types, and some motherboards this generation have used one and some have used the other. I forget the term that they're called, but if it's the other, that basically means I'll just have to disable this one and get a full PCI slot based one. I don't see why they would do that. Nope, they're the same exact model. That's good. That bodes well for us. Same exact model, in fact. So just gotta remember, this is the one I just pulled out, and this is the one I gotta put in. Just want to make sure. Yep, that is the one I definitely pulled. There. Pop that. Plop that right in. It's a lot of work just for assembling a computer, but when you're doing something custom, like I said, like with a Hackintosh or with water cooling and with special cases and stuff like that, and it makes everything a little more tricky than your usual. Like I went from I had a Corsair 5000D case is where I'm coming from. And that was just easy peasy, slap it together. You can fit everything in there under the sun and it just goes together. And you don't got to worry about nothing. But then I'm going to more of a custom case and suddenly everything is a big expensive puzzle, exactly. It's like Legos, but with more consequences if you get something wrong. Alright, so basically we've got this. Here is our heat spreader again. We've got to plug in that little RGB light. Oop. Get this plugged in. Line this up here nice and neat. Slide it straight on down so it grips onto the I/O panel. Set it nice and neat back down on top of those pads. Make sure that they're nice and pressed in so they don't hold in tight. Flip it over. Drop that down. And now we can start reassembling it. And hopefully remember where all the screws go. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, as it turns out, this whole shield actually isn't even... Actually, I did not need to take this off. Well, that's just heckin' rude. Not really rude, but it's actually kind of nice. But it's also kind of rude because I didn't need to break that. I didn't need to break those thermal pad seals. It'll be fine, I'm sure. So we get to tighten these back up. These are the main screws that hold in the big heatsink on the other side. If not, can't you put heat paste there? Yes, I could. I could actually put thermal paste there, as well as I could get new thermal pads. But since these are technically brand new, like this motherboard's not even been used yet, they've not been heated up yet, they're pretty much fresh from the factory outside the fact that it's been sitting in the box for a while. I'm hoping that it'll be fine. Should be fine. It should be fine, I think. We'll find out. Well, actually, won't really find out unless the motherboard just dies from overheating. So one way or the other, we'll find out. Alright, so that goes back on like that. Right back where we had it. Yeah, in worst case, like if I look at it and the temps of the motherboard, because there are motherboard temp sensors, if they're showing that it's getting too hot, then I can always... Where does that screw go? I can always go back and get new thermal pads and put them on. Without too much worry. This is a little expensive for new thermal pads. Get good quality ones. Which incidentally, the ones I would get would probably be better quality than the ones that MSI just uses. I don't know, maybe. There's a long screw right here, and I don't know what it goes to, and that's concerning. Because it goes to this motherboard. Why do I do that to myself? What have I done? I hope it doesn't go under the heatsink. That's the main thing. As long as it doesn't go under the heatsink, then, because that means I gotta break this apart again. Where does it go? I'll have to go back and look at the VOD and see if I can figure out where that one went. Where does that one go? There's the 3 for that. Oh. Hello, you. What are you doing up there? Yes, you go right here. That's where you go. Thank you. You hold down this part of the heat shield. Not a heat shield. I don't even know what this purpose does. I'm assuming... I could be wrong, but I'm assuming because this doesn't really provide a whole lot of heat, you know. Doesn't really provide a whole lot of extra heat dampening power, which now that I look at it, these thermal pads are barely touching anyway. I almost need to take this off, bend it down in a little bit. Bend it in a little bit because this is barely even touching on the outsides. Protective measures, yeah, definitely protective measures. And I'm also wondering if it kind of acts as a brace for when you put in like a heavy graphics card, something like that. I'm wondering if maybe it helps like keep the motherboard strengthened and straight. But to see this bows, you guys can't see it, but this side bows up a little bit right here and here. So these thermal pads aren't even getting pressed down onto where they need to be anyway. So I might be able to. I mean, there's no time like the present, right? Let's do it now. I'm gonna take that back off. We've only streamed for 2 hours. Once I put the ITX motherboard back together, basically we'll be done with the computer stuff I was going to do on stream. Which means we need to take a break and put together a Lego model. Yeah, just take a hammer and boink, make them touch right. Exactly. I would prefer not to do it that way, but if we have to, what has to be done has to be done, right? Yes? No? Maybe? I am actually, I'm going to say this, and hopefully don't jinx myself. I'm actually relatively pleased with how today's going so far. We seem to be having, a lot of times when I do a stream like this, I end up walking away with like, still needing to fix things, but no, right now we're doing pretty good. Alright, so we're going to take that back off. And like I said, so this, you can see it right here, and you guys might be able to see it. You can see how the motherboard doesn't listen to you asking gently, it needs to see vines, right? You can see how they look like resistors or capacitors, and you can see how they're indented greatly over here. They're not touching at all over here. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but you can see how, just barely, how this is bowed outwards. And so we're going to apply a little bit of pressure. Yeah, that almost looks like it's defective. All right, we're going to apply a lot of pressure. Try and bend that in a little bit. That is not forgiving. Is this even, wait. Is that even metal? Yeah, it's got to be metal. Yeah, right here. Heat. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I will do this later then, off stream. I have a hot air rework station that I could use to heat that up just a smidge. We are Knob. I'm already as famous as I want to be. I have the best friends already. Shoo. There we go. All right, that's a brilliant idea. I love that. I will take some heat. I'll smash it with a little bit of heat, and then I'll flex that down, let it cool off to where it's apply it, because this way it's not applying any pressure at all. But like I said, I will do that off stream, since that will require me getting up and completely unboxing my hot air station. That'll take me a few minutes, and I don't have the working space for it at the moment. So we'll just go ahead and slap that back on where it goes. Sometimes engineering does come. I love that though. Thank you for that, because that's probably going to be a lot more effective than trying to brute force bend that thing in half, because there's a good chance I'd probably apply enough pressure to just send a crease through it. Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that. I really, really appreciate it. That will work a lot better. And I hope the music's been okay today, by the way, because like I said, I know I'm using the more sleepy Lo-Fi Girl playlist that's on YouTube, and I can't even hear it, so hopefully it's been good. Hopefully it's not been anything bad. Alright, so that's the Wi-Fi card swap. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth card. This is not the Sleepy Songs. Is it not the Sleepy Songs? It's Lo-Fi Girl, I can tell you that much. Music is nice and chill. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, all Lo-Fi, this is true. All Lo-Fi is sleepy. All right, so now that we've done that, we can take back our Wi-Fi card. We're going to take it in here and but we've got to try and get it to fit, but there we go, got it. All right, now we can screw this one back in. I wish very much that there was a better way to do this, but there's not. And now we can reassemble it. Yeah, sleepy lo-fi, but it's okay. That's good. That's good. I would use my new the new service that I found. But, oh no, it disconnected. There we go. Now it's in place. I would use a new one, but I don't have that installed on this Mac Mini. So, like I said, Mac Mini is just set to bare bones. It can barely handle streaming at all. At some point, maybe I'll find a newer Mac Mini. Maybe a newer, inexpensive Mac Mini I can use as a backup computer. Right, we're going to attach that. I think that's good to go. And where is the bottom plate for this one? Lo-fi does me off. Smashing's on Mac Mini give right, exactly. I use this Mac Mini generally as a media server for the house and as a backup server, so usually my main computer gets backed up to it. But today it is on streaming duty. And it is performing admirably. Oh, there is no backplate on this one. That makes sense. That would make sense. That would explain why I can't find where I put the backplate. I had a Gigabyte board for a while that had a big old backplate on it. But I have to say, I am very pleased with MSI's quality in their motherboards. I know a lot of times it comes down to the model you get. Some Gigabyte motherboards are really good, some Asus motherboards are really good, and sometimes they're really, sometimes they're really bad, and it really just depends on which one you get. But so far, overall, I have had nothing but good luck with MSI. Right, put that screw in there, and I think I need to use this screw still. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. This actually has gone by a lot faster than I expected. I'm happy about. A lot smoother than expected is what I should say. After this, the next step is we're going to take off the water block off of this board, and we're going to attach it to the other motherboard. And then I gotta tidy up my desk a little bit. We'll take a break and I just thought about that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do words on stream today, but we'll try. We'll see if I can pull off words on stream. To this day, my day can't comprehend that zeros and ones basically make everything. I know, right? Like, I'm doing all this and I still can't comprehend that. The fact that like there is this big old chunky little piece of silicon rock that's inside of here has been cut up and carved and assembled in such a way that it's able to take ones and zeros with different bits of power and electricity and turn that into this stream that you guys are watching. And it's like, and it does that without error, it does it with error sometimes, but it genuinely does it without mistake. Like right now, you guys, because of something just like what's in here, this little chunk of rock that we tricked into thinking, and you guys get to watch the stream with me. I love that, and I don't know, like I said, we are at the part where it's one of those things where like civilization collapsed. Like, will we know how to redo all this again? We'd have to start over from scratch almost. You can't assemble one of these things by hand. All right, so we're gonna very, very, very gently try to take off this heat sink here. just by slowly unscrewing each of those. Those are some Foxy. Hey, Amdor, hello, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Got me just in time for the CPU reveal. Wait, is it off? Almost off. Let's go. Why is this not coming off? Oh, there's that one's coming off. And all right, so there is the very chunky, very meaty water block, which I seem to have unscrewed unwittingly the wrong way. There we go. So this is a really nice water block. It's very heavy. Seb, do you play any instruments? I do not, actually. You have musician's hands. Oh, I appreciate that. I've always... It's known to play on nerves. It's... Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. Oh, but seriously, no, I don't. I actually have always wanted to learn. I've always wanted to learn to play the keyboard, and I actually have a keyboard, but I've never learned how to play it. And it is actually sitting in the other room. Been collecting dust for the better part of probably 10 years now. Slowly whispering in the middle of the night, play me, Sebastian. But no, I don't. One of these days, one of these days. All right, let's clean up all this little bits of goop off my CPU. Yeah, I think piano or keyboard will work. Easy tapping those. Yeah, I would think so. I always enjoyed messing around with the keyboard. It can't be that hard, can it? I think the part that gets me, and I know this probably gets a lot of people, is that I start and I immediately get frustrated that I can't immediately get good at it. And, you know, they say it takes 10,000 hours of doing anything to become really actually good at it. And I started it, and I'm like, dang, I am not doing well at this at all. And then I give up. Yeah, get good, exactly. And I need to stop telling myself that. I have stubby fingers that are way too small to spread all the way. Oh, I got you. That's the thing. So like you said, guys, I've got pretty... I can probably reach the keys pretty well if I actually tried and just tell myself that I will get there eventually. I had a little faith in myself. Which I will do one day. I wonder if there would be any interest in piano lesson streams. Probably not. Gotta start with kids song. Exactly. Just gotta start off with the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and work your way up from there. And I used to know how to sight read piano, but I didn't do it for a long time, and it was taking so long to get anything back. Oh. See, I get that. This game say hi and bye, basically. I'm gonna head to bed as soon as I take the show. Okay, no worries. No, you're fine, you're fine. Thank you for coming in, Amdor. I hope you have a wonderful night. It's been 10 years from me. Heck, man. Yeah, have a wonderful night, Amdor. I will see you soon. All right, so there's the back plate for the GPU. Not GPU, the CPU water block. I take out these washers. That is a washer there. Don't know where that goes. We're going to have to figure out where that one goes. That one's missing from something. And now comes the fun part, the spicy part. Our keyboard broke. We never got them. Oh, no. At least they're not horribly expensive. This part always makes me nervous. Let me touch something that's I know is grounded. Lift. Carefully. And where do I sit it? Plop, right there. Set that back down. If I hear a crunch, Seb, you're done. Oh, no. No, there will be no crunch. No crunch today. This is the expensive cracker. I'm not going to be eating it. I'm also pretty sure that you weren't referring to eating it at that kind of crunch. And I'm not sure why my brain went that way. I plays Phasmophobia sound in my head. Oh no. All right, so we're gonna sit that down into the socket. Yeah, I don't have Amdor. No, I don't have Amdor. I don't have headphones today. And I don't have Amdor today. What? I don't have headphones today, and so I can't exactly hear the sound alerts. Oops. Oh no! Gone like a cheetah in the wind. All right, let's see. Let's clean this up just a little bit better. The amount of times I have taken a cooler on and off of this poor CPU. You guys can just ask Lulu, because she always hears me whenever I'm working on my computer. She always like the first to know about it. And like, if you stop messing with that poor computer. Walks out coughing from smoke bomb, right? I love that. All right, so CPU is clean. We're going to take that, plop it on, pop the cover off. All right, so got that there. We're going to take our back plate, line it up. See if I can line this up in with one shot. Got it. In place. We've got 4 plastic washers. Crunch. No! Not the crunch. Wait, where did the other washer go, guys? Oh, here it is. I'm also sorry about my lighting is not the greatest. I do know my lighting is not the greatest as well. It's like everything is orangey. I promise you my hands aren't that red. 69% of fishy noise. It has been a long time. Let's go! It has been so long since Nightbot has behaved. Nice. That's hecking exciting. Making my date right. Nightbot coming in with a dub. Sorry, I'm just gonna mix all the 90% sus though, but only 14% a gremlin. This is confusing. You are the noisiest, sussiest, least gremlin person in chat today. Nightbot giveth and Nightbot taketh away. No, seriously, I love that. And oh no! Oh no! I hope it's not too bad. Not sus. Oh no, right? Well, a little bit, just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Bagels! Welcome back, Bagels! Bagels is 46% sus. Let's go. You're about half as sus as Cindy right now. All right, let's see. So to do this right, we have a lot of things we got to do first, and I don't quite remember how we do this. I messed up one of these. One of these is missing the washer. It's this one. I take this off. This on. Madge is 4% sus. Oh heck. What? Yeah, she would appreciate that, I'm sure. Let's go. We'll have to tell her. We'll have to tell her she is none of the sus today. Oh, my back. My back is starting to... My back is aching. Come on. Release! There we go. That bought you wild and right. That just definitely more sus than that. She's been sick, coughing, and puking since very early Sunday morning. Took her to the emergency vet. She's got flus going around. Oh. Yeah, I really hope Libby gets better and soon. Sick puppos are not... I feel bad for them, and it's never fun. You've been lurking... Oh, yeah, let's go. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate that. We are just assembling the heat sink on this board. And here comes always the stressful part, is the thermal paste. And we've done this before. We did this earlier with the GPU. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Don't know yet if it actually worked well. Now we have to do it again with the processor. So we're gonna put a little dot on the processor, and I can bring this down a smidge. I'm also surprised that my camera hasn't given up yet. So same deal, X. Okay, so I know for this one, I usually do the pea-sized dot in the middle for this particular processor, and that's usually giving me the best cooling, because I've tried a few different ways. I think this particular processor likes the pea-sized dot. Extra thin spreads best, doesn't really matter. Okay. I took off the heat sink, and from the last time I did the paste job, it actually had a perfect spread across the whole thing. I was actually surprised by it. I think that's enough. I do think that's enough, though. Because I've got not quite a pea-sized dot, but let's see if I can get this. Yeah, my camera is tripping right now. There we go. About like that. Nice little miniature Hershey's Kiss amount. I think that should do the trick. I bet the paste gets more liquidy the hotter it gets. I don't know if this stuff does. I know AMD CPUs are definitely. Yeah, the AMDs are definitely happier with the X. This is the i9 10900K, and I think this one's happier with the dot in the middle. What is the paste content? You know, I actually don't know. It's made by Noctua, and so it is proprietary. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's really good. I'm trying to think if I need a little bit more than that. I don't think I need more than that. It should spread perfectly like that, and that's pretty much. That's not quite dead center, but it should be close enough. All right, we're gonna put smush that down just a little bit. I don't suppose I could plop it down and then pull it back up and see if it looks good, but it should be fine. This is always that part where it's like, well, worked. If it didn't, it didn't. All right, so then we're gonna put in our little metal O-rings. Yeah, the Intel ones I think really like that dot in the center. It depends on the Intel ones. Now, especially now with the 12th gen, I'm pretty sure that they use the. I think with the 12th gen, I'm pretty sure that they've started going to either the X or our line, something like that, because the 12th gen CPUs are very chunky CPUs now. They're much bigger, and their core arrangement is quite a bit different. All right. Almost there. We're actually almost done with the computer stuff for the day. So we're going to tighten these down. Keep going around. Tighten them across from each other. Hey, Bunny. Hello. Welcome in. Like I said, I know the camera's not focusing on the board, but on the back of my hand, so I apologize about that. Just crank them down until they stop. Bunny, how is it going? Bunny is also only 4% sus. What? So it's just Cindy then. I see how it is. There we go. I'm never imposter, right? No, just no. Also doing good. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So that's it then. And we can put our sticks of RAM back in. Obviously, that's the last little bit that we got to do. You guys can't hear that click because of the noise gate on my microphone, but I assure you, it is the most satisfying click. Both ends. And there we go. We have our motherboard is set up and ready to go. So is our GPU. And so now all that's left is to tidy up a little bit. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll come back and we're going to assemble a... Madge is now 55% sus. What the what? Give that a light polish. That beautiful, beautiful copper block, which I really love that copper block. That's more like it. Nightbot is bouncing back. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, oh, change the battery pack. All right, well, that's actually a perfect time for us to take a break then. So what I can do is while we're taking that break, I can get my camera hooked up to power as instead of being hooked up to battery. That was beautiful timing. That was beautiful timing, actually. All right, let's go. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back. Don't forget to get up, stretch, get something to hydrate, grab a snack, and I will be back and give me about 10 minutes or so. Oop, there it goes. All right, everybody, I am back. Oh, heck. Man, Nightbot be handing out a bunch of only 4% today. Tasha's 4% at Gremlin, 61% Sus, 80% of Fishy. Let's go. Tasha's 75% of Bunny. Airbliss is 37% of Bunny. All the bunnies today. Matcha Lisa's 48% of Bunny. Let's go. Sorry, so that took me a good bit because I had to go grab some more water, but I also had to try and set up my camera to where it would actually be able to stay on while plugged in. My camera has this annoying thing where I have a battery pack for it that allows it to work while plugged in, but not with a camera grip on it, and I like to use that, and I had to jerry-rig it a little bit. All right, let's see. Oh, my back. I gotta tell you guys, leaning over for so long over my desk trying to assemble that motherboard was a bit tough on the back. So this is a, as you guys can probably see, it's a Lego Lamborghini that I got, and it's relatively new from Lego, and I like it a lot. This is one of my favorite cars, and once I saw that they made a Lego version of it, I was like, okay, I gotta get one. It's not a big set, you know, it's not one of their high-end sets. They have, I think this was $20, I think. I mean, they have a big Lamborghini Lego set that's like $300, and I think that would be fun to put together, but this is a Lamborghini Countach, and I love this. Oh, small screen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah. So anyways, I'm excited to put it together just because, like I said, I love this car a lot. And if I had a dream car, this would be one of them. If I had to pick a car to get in real life, if I could somehow afford it. Not me thinking you were muted and realizing the volume on my computer was me. Oh no! No worries, no worries. But yeah, and like I said, so we got done a little bit early with the rest of the computer stuff. Are you 8+? Maybe. Maybe. Still trying to figure that one out. I might be. It doesn't always feel like it, but I think so. Maybe. Classified. But no, seriously though, yeah. Like I said, let's put it together. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe one day, Seb, when you become a big streamer. Maybe. Maybe. But anyway, got me to give me the giggles over here. Anyway, I love that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get into it, shall we? Like I said, we wrapped up a little bit early on the computer stuff, so I think we're good to go on. I kind of want to open this up without destroying the box. Or do I just open it and destroy the box? Lego uses pretty decent glue on these things. I don't know if you guys can probably see how much pressure I'm putting on this. Eat the box! Nom 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 nom. There we go. Alright, nice and easy. Let's go ahead and break that seal. They use a lot of glue. This brings back lots of memories of opening up Lego boxes when I was but a wee lad, and oh man, the memories. It's been a long time since I put together a Lego set. Alright, let's see if we can get this up without destroying it too much. There we go. Get it open nice and neat. It's been a little unforgiving, but no using the help pamphlet thingy. Instructions, that's what. Wait, what? Alright, so for 5 minutes I can't use that, and I don't even have a timer. What's going on? Alright, so here's the sticker sheet. Here's the sticker sheet. No. Alright, well. Alright, for 5 minutes, no using the time, no using the instructions. Oh boy, that's gonna be loud. Well, that's not too loud for you guys. Alright, so we've got, we'll let you know when it's 5 minutes for sure. Oh, yes. Says Sydney, who is 90% sus. Here's bag 1. There is the help booklet thingy, help pamphlet thingy. 12% sus, 12%. Okay, alright, well, it's getting better. Alright, someone please do set a timer for 5 minutes though. Like I said, there's not a lot of pieces in this one. It's not one of their bigger sets by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, I'm excited. So we got 2 bags. Generally do start with bag 1 first, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we will see how far we can get. This has a lot of neat pieces. And oh no, that emote scares me. Just looking on the box, I could tell though this is going to have a lot of unusual pieces that I've not ever seen before. Got your 2 sub bags of smaller pieces like they usually have. Yeah, this is so cool. I'm really excited. All the bigger pieces. Tear that open. I like this. Somehow, by the sheer odds of will and determination, our little Lego man already had his hair on. They weren't even connected, but they were already resting together. So we've got our little Lego dude with his hair on. We'll start off with the Lego dude. That's usually how the manual starts. So that's the other thing interesting as well. They give you the choice of the helmet or the hair. Let me drop my camera down. And so, yeah. Let's see if the camera will behave. Procrastinating, I see it. Yeah, just a little bit. Hey, man, the manual. The Lego manuals always do start with the Lego people. There you go. Look at that little dude's smiley face. Got a little scruffy going on. You have his helmet. Oh, they give us 2 visors. Neat. They give you spare visors now. You know why? Because they're clear, so they tend to be. I'm sure those get lost easily. Man, back when I was a kid, though, and you got Lego sets, you didn't get hardly any spares. You might have been lucky if you got a spare, like, single stud. All right, here is our dude with his Lamborghini outfit. And where is his legs? Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Wait, where is his leg? Oh, he's got blue legs. That's why. Breaking around the rules. I don't like it. Gotta find more annoying things. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm getting to it. There you go. There's our Lego dude. Now, to get to the car, though, this is one of the interesting pieces I like. I like this piece. It's basically a new type piece. I've never seen this before, but basically it's got studs on all sides. So it basically lets you build all the way around it. It does look like, from the picture, which I can show you guys here, it does, if I can get that on camera. So it does look like we have these little side angled pieces. Let's see how close we can get. That connects to the sides. Now, these are only 5 wide, and I don't know how this is supposed to work. What else do we have? So yeah, we've got. No, it's six units long. That's fine. It looks like they attach like that. So far. This is gonna be almost impossible. There's all this structure blocks. I don't know what goes where. That's the plan. What have you done to me? I'm looking at this picture. I really don't see anything. I don't know where anything goes. I do see what looks like. Aha, back here. This piece goes back here. And that connects to the thingamajig, which connects back up to here. Ah, those go there. That goes like that. But like, how does all this join together? What is this? How does this work? There's a funky looking thing right there. Those are the mirrors. Those actually look kind of cool. Mission confused, set accomplished. You have thoroughly confounded me. How many units wide is this? This is, it looks like that's 6 units wide. So that's 6 units wide. So no, that's right. The sound alerts would be useful just as you try and lock in the piece. Boom. Right? Oh, no. No. Hey, we will definitely... So here's the thing. Here's a little secret for you guys. I won't do it anytime soon, probably. Probably be... I don't know, might be next year. But I have like 5 or 6 Lego sets saved up to be built. So you guys will get your chance. You guys will get your chance. I have the Razor Crest. The Mandalorian's Razor Crest to assemble. And that's one I'm excited to put together. That's a very big set. And you guys will definitely get the chance to spook the heck out of me with that. Ooh. I don't know where anything goes. I didn't even... Like, look at that. What is that? What is that? Next year, so it is, but I gotta wait till... Here's the problem. I don't have any place to display these things once I've built them. I have a place for this. Well, like, the Razor Crest? I told you like 2 minutes ago. Oh, wait, you did? Oh, my 5 minutes are up. Oh, I see that. I see that. Okay, well... I was gonna try. Look at this, though. This is, like... How? Lego models are a lot different than they were when I was growing up. It used to be like basically you had a plate and you just built straight up from that. Now that you build up and you build sideways. Oh, the door's not even in this bag. Make a place for them sometime. I will in the future. I don't have the shelves for... Basically what I need to do is... Look, there you go. There's our little dude. Got a little wrench on him. What I need to do is I'm gonna build like a shelving with the glass panels on the front, or maybe acrylic panels on the front for like glass doors, and I need to make basically a display shelf for them because my house gets lots of dust. I don't know where it all comes from, but my house gets lots and lots of dust, and so we're gonna need to work on that. Let me fix my camera so you guys can see the instructions while we're working. You guys might like that. But we'll do that, and like I said, at some point I'll make some shelves, and then I'll have a place to display my Lego models, and then I'll build them. But I will be building them on stream. Alright, so... You guys really can't see hardly anything, can you? There we go. And I also do need to work on my lighting set, because like you guys see the harsh shadows that are being cast, and I don't know how to fix that. I need to do some like research on how to properly light the stream, because it looks like it looks like I'm working in a basement, and I assure you I'm not. I just don't know how like proper lighting is supposed to be, but yeah, that's a little bit better. There we go. So start off with this panel. Spotlights and ring lights. All right, so basically I've got is 2 really big can lights, and that's the best that I got at the moment. I need to save up for... I wanted to save up for some spotlights, but they're a bit expensive. All right, so we have this axle piece. This is how they did the axles, which I think is interesting. Yeah, with a little U-shaped member, and then two pegs on each end. That clips to the bottom of our main belly pan. Also, like, my camera's having a fit trying to focus on this, and I know I'm not even using the high quality, except not using the high quality streaming stuff. So, on the front side, we're going to use a 2x6 and clip that to underneath. And then we're going to use a two 1x6s in the floorboard of the car. We've got 2 1 block units and 2 these funky little L shapes I've never seen before. You guys can't really see them, but they're little L-shaped pieces, and I've never seen these before, and I like these a lot. Yeah, how did you not figure that out with the... I don't know, man. I just, it's... You think looking at it, when you look at it, it looks so easy. It's like, man, I can't believe I didn't see this. All right, so we have the other U-shaped axle piece, But no, seriously. Like I said, these Lego models, even these little simple ones, have gotten so complex because a lot of times these days they build out sideways. Like, you know, like you can see that we've got studs. You guys can't even see. Get that out of the way. Yeah, we've got studs on the sides now. And like I said, when I was growing up, man, you took a flat plate and built it up, and that was it. And now it's like, but man, it's kind of weird to think about. Like even like everything has evolved and so quickly. Like even Legos, right? Get that dust out of there. Ah, no, okay. So we actually, I was actually a little bit off on that track. So we actually have this little stud piece, which adds a 7th row. And it does, I did notice that on the picture of the car, that the underpinning, the side panel is actually 7 units wide and not 6, and this explains why. On each side, we're going to add in those, and then on the other side, there should be 3 more. I'm really glad I'm doing this on stream. This is actually kind of fun. I've never built a Lego set with everybody before. I've never built a Lego set with an audience before. I like that. I hope you guys are having fun. And let me know if I like get if I talk too much or if I get out of focus or something like that. Alright, so then we've got 3 of these. These go on top of those 1x6 bricks that we had before. Oh, got that one backwards. Flippity, 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 flippity. Alright. Add that to the floorboard. And then I know the pixel quality's gotta be atrocious. And then we add in these little tan bricks as well, and some 1x2 or 2x3 little flat panels. Yeah, there's no way I would have figured this out. Ah, I see. Now we use 3 more of these. So, we need these 2 little blocks here. They're 1x2s with these little holes in them. And, I don't know what they're used for. I don't know why they're like that, but... And we have some more of these interesting... Like I said, these are kind of interesting because these are... You get a light up here. Let's try putting the lights up high again. These are our little red blocks that have... It looks like the video's censored almost because it's so low grain. But yeah, see, these are neat little red blocks that only have studs on half of it. We're going to use 3 of those up here near the front part of the car. I think this is the front of the car. I'm not sure. Actually, no, I think this is the back of the car. I do think that's actually the back of the car. Remember the good old days when you just built what you want to know, man? Right, exactly. I am glad that they finally started selling like bags of just plain old bricks again. I don't think they did for a while, and so now that is a thing. You can get just the... You can get just bags of bricks, and you know, pre-COVID, I used to be able to go to the Lego store, and they had bins and bins of bricks on the walls, and they rotated out what kinds of bricks they had from time to time. And I've got all these little buckets of just simple bricks, and I would build, you know, cup holders or build all kinds of useful things out of them. All right, there we go. I don't know what this is or what it's going to turn into, but I'm liking it so far. Let me take a sip of my water. I'm a bit thirsty. Ah, I like this. This is pretty cool. Ah, see, we've got these things. They're little... You guys can see them okay, I think, but... These little L bracket pieces, and they've got basically the sits down flat on this side, and then got little studs, so it's basically a little L bracket. Combine that with one of these to bring them together. Then we put these little 2-to-1 adapters. This is where I almost need a second camera, one that zoomed in a little bit more on my hands. Get an overall overview camera, and then this goes back here. I think this is, I don't know what this is, if this is the engine area or what. It goes back there now. I'm going to set that down. Let me bring my camera down a little bit so you guys see a little bit better. Okay, so we need another one of these little L pieces. 2x2 slab. Aw, Anna! Thank you so much for the sub! Let's go! Happy 8 months. Hope stream is going well. Just hang out here while I prep for my stream. Nice, let's go! Guys, can I get a shout out for Anna? Thank you so much for resubbing. I really appreciate that. Welcome in. How is your day going? Thank you for that. Got a little clear cover. Yeah, today we are working. Oh, you're playing. That's right, you were playing Fortnite. That's right. How did it go? Yeah, no, today we were working on, I installed the water cooling water block on my GPU, and I also swapped over the Wi-Fi card from one motherboard to another and installed the water cooling block on it. And now we're, with a little bit of time left, we're assembling a Lego Lamborghini. It was good, back from Fortnite. Nice, let's go. Yeah, no, I've been having a great time. Thank you so much for stopping in. Did I do this right? I don't know. Maybe I did do this right. Okay, so we're going to put this up here. And we're going to put this one, little clear thing back here. Yeah, so glad to see you. Yeah, I had fun hanging out and watching you play Fortnite the last few days. I still got to get in there and keep playing. I haven't played in a couple of weeks, and I still have to go back in and play and do some of the most recent missions. I haven't even played since the lightsabers been out, and that was one of my favorite things from last year was the lightsabers. It was so much fun playing with the lightsabers in Fortnite, and I need to go back in and play before they take the lightsabers out. I heard there's a Star Wars ship in there, getting closer. I gotta go check that out. All right, there we go. So now we're working on the fender wells. So as you can see, now we've got both fenders covering up where I'm assuming is the back of the car. I think this is the back side. I think this is where the engines are going to go. I haven't seen the ship, but also haven't looked. I think there's another week or so. Okay, awesome. Because playing with the lightsabers is so much fun. It sounds like I think they might have been toned down a little bit from last year, but you know, that's all right. It's almost one of the things I wish they would keep in year round. Right, so we've got one of these. We're making these little L pieces. And we need to make a second one, but make it the opposite. And these get to go back here along the side skirts, basically where the air vents are. So OPI ammo? Yeah, that's the thing. I've said this recently, thinking about it, and I kind of wish that. So everything else has gotten. So it was lightsabers that we heard last night. It was, oh yeah, and stormtrooper blasters. I do kind of wish. So they've made a lot of speed improvements, and with now that we can mantle, now that we can slide, you know, you can move really quickly. I do kind of wish that they would up like the pickaxing speed or the pickaxing ability. I wish that. It's like you can break down buildings really fast with lightsabers. I kind of wish you could break down buildings that fast with your pickaxes, but E11 or something blasters are unlimited bolts. Right. That's right, they are. I've never had good luck with those. I feel like the bloom on those is really high, and I've never had good luck with the stormtrooper blasters, but I'll give them a try again. I'll definitely have to give them a try. Maybe I'll play some tonight. We shall see, because I do need to get caught up before the season ends. Yeah, breaking something down with lightsaber. It is. It's so much fun. So much fun. Really satisfying. Alright, so now we got some more 2-to-1 stub adapters. This is building up quite nicely, actually. It's starting to take form. We've got these two long panels, which make the back sloping part of the fender wells. I don't like the blasters nor the lightsabers, to be honest, unless breaking things the same. I know the lightsabers are really cool because sometimes you can use them defensively. I tend to play more defensively, I think, than offensively. And so they are handy for when people are shooting at you, you can use them to deflect the bullets away. And that makes them a little handy, but offensively they're not that great. Nice. All right, so there we're going. So we're getting these cheeks. Now, one of the classic things in the Lamborghini Countach is there's a little air vent right behind the door, and so I think it's neat that they've actually managed to get that in. It's not quite the full, and the actual Countach, it's kind of like this, but mirrored on both sides. It starts as a point and moves out into a triangle shape. But this is I mean, for such a small model, this is really nice that they actually even got that in there. And the next step, though, is we're going to be making the air vents that go behind the doors, because there's the two radiators that actually are behind the door since the car is rear-engined. We've got one here. Put that into place. And we need the other side, which is, there's that one right there. That smoothing panel. Put that right there. There we go. And like I said, it's a little harder for you guys to see it just because the lights are washed out in the stream, and I can see it on screen that it looks pretty washed out. Not washed out, but it's like oversaturated. But there you go. Now you can see there's the vent right there where the air would be coming in and feeding that engine back there. On to the next page. So this, I think, is where we're building, what we're building, actually. This looks interesting. All right, we need the little block with the two holes in it. Pegs. And no one would ever notice, but I always like, and I always have liked to rotate it to where the little slots line up. And it's such a little thing, and like I said, I don't think anyone would notice, but if you guys can see, there's little notches in those pegs, and where it can helps them to stretch and contract when you're pulling them in and out. And so I always like to make sure they're lined up vertically if I can. Older ones used to have one side would be, the slot would be one way, and the other side the slot would be the other way, but now they're lined stacked up together, so I guess it was an improvement they made along the way. Put a little 2x2 slab on it, and this little white brick on the side. I'm going to put in this little arm piece and another arm piece on these two Technic bits on top, which kind of look like carburetors, I guess. Maybe that's what they're supposed to represent. And then that attaches down inside. There we go. I basically just have to rotate this until the light plays off of it nicely so you guys can see everything. Next page. Ah, this is how they're creating the covers over those intakes. All right, what am I looking for? We're looking for a couple of these. Ah, these guys. LOL commands don't like an exclamation at the end. I've noticed that for some reason Nightbot doesn't like commands that have anything besides the actual command itself. But Anna, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful stream, and I will catch you soon for sure. For sure. Good Good luck with the Fortnite. Get some dubs. I'm going to put that over there. All right, so that is basically the back. Basically, we've now... It's been good to see you. Hope the building continues to go. Yeah, definitely. Catch you soon. Thank you so very much. Yes, now basically we have the entire outer structure of the car. So we have the maximum, the bottom of the car here, and the top basically is up here. And so we're getting the outside shape of it complete. And that is why we fight Nightbot. Exactly. Exactly why we fight Nightbot. All right. So now we're going to make the rear end, and this is the part we're going to start using stickers. And I have to admit, I am definitely not a huge fan of stickers on Legos, but I have gotten better at them over the years, and I am far more comfortable with them now. All right, I'm going to attach that way. Attach these this way. These are some funky brick. I've never seen a brick like this before. This brick has an odd number of spaces underneath it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. The usual brick would have an even number of spaces. But this one actually has an odd number. I've never seen that. That's really cool. But that's basically an adapter piece. Yeah, as you can see, like these have even numbers of spaces inside. All right. Basically, that's an odd to even adapter, and I like that a lot. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of stickers just because you've got one shot to put them on. Just a one shot, the chance of a lifetime, and you got to do it right the first time, or else they'll come out looking crooked and whatever. And usually, you know, as long as they're close, it's fine. But it makes me nervous anyway. All right, we've got more of that back part of that assembly together. And now we set that aside from it while we create the rest of this assembly. So we're using this back panel. 2 clips vertically. A smooth piece. And then that gets dropped onto here. Yes, that is exactly why we fight Nightbot. Ooh, this is how they make the taillights. I like that. They make the little angled taillights by using these. So we're going to use these little cones. Pushing out sideways makes those angled... I love that. That's pretty ingenious. You have to admit, those Lego designers are insanely creative with all the pieces and tools that they have at their disposal. All right, now we're going to make some of the rear lower on my car they call them a modesty panel. Basically the back part of the rear fender. Take 1, take 2, like that. That attaches to that side and angles up just a little bit, which I like that a lot. Fix that, make it a little bit more true. There we go. And you can start, we're starting to see where the back end of the bumper is. Basically, this is where probably the exhausts are going to come from. You've got, like I said, the under part of the modesty panel behind the fenders, and then you've got the 2 taillights coming together quite nicely. I really like this build. This is actually really well done. Like I said, I'm a little bit biased because it's my favorite car, but you know. There we go. Both sides of that. And then we're going to put in this little black part right there, which I think is going to be like the license plate. And we'll need to polish that up a little bit before we put the sticker on, because I bet you anything there's going to be a sticker that's going to go on there. No, actually, no. I guess there's not going to be a sticker on it. Here is a little bar that's supposed to go there, but I don't see that. Oh, here it is. It rolled away. That goes underneath, and just to make sure that's about even. A little bar right there. And that is what we attach the exhausts to. That is brilliant. I love that. Gotta have that quad exhaust. There we go. Let's see. So basically now you've got the rear taillights, your underpinning panels, four exhausts, and we're going to put on this back panel. This is the first sticker that we have to do though. And before we do that, let me grab my tweezers. Let's grab that Lego piece that we're going to use for that. And let's take a look at our sticker sheet. So we're using sticker number 2. And it is a clear sticker, which is nice. But let me see if I can grab my polishing cloth here. I want to make sure we get good adhesion on that sticker. I want to make sure that sticks nice and well. I'm probably going to do this off camera so I can make sure I have it lined up correctly. Because I need glasses to see it better. If I was going to do it up close. Peel off that little bitty sticker. It's got that Countach, got the Lamborghini name and the Countach logo on it. There we go. Basically, we're going to try and apply this with the tweezers. You see, back in my day, Lego used to print everything. So if you had a special graphic on a piece, they would print it on there. And I'm kind of surprised that they kind of stopped. They kind of got away from that. They do still for some, but I don't know why. They decided that, I'm guessing it's maybe cheaper or something like that to, maybe it's more reliable. I don't know. But they used to print the lettering and stuff like that on the bricks. And I kind of missed that because I feel like overall, it might have been a little bit more, well, more precise. Let's put it that way. Yeah, there we go. Lamborghini Countach. I think it's how it's pronounced. And then that part assembles right back here. So basically, these are going to go splop. And then there's the back end of the car. Perfecto. I like that. I like that a lot. Next step now is to work on the remaining back flares that go behind the engine. Or, yeah, basically the slips on the back of the car. So we're going to get an L bracket. This funky little piece, which I've never seen before, but basically looks like another adapter. This is a really nifty little piece. And it's kind of like a stud with a peg on it. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen that little gray piece before. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. Let me put on this cowling. Like that. And then on the other side, we're going to put in this piece. And let's see if I can figure this out. Aha. Aha. There we go. One complete side. Which apparently attaches to this back here. No, that does not attach to that. Don't know what I thought. Hey, TTV Matt the Octolings. Hello, welcome in. How does that attach? Wait, I am the big confused. How does that attach? Oh, it does attach to that. Okay. Brilliant. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a bit. It does attach to that. And then that's going to rotate down. Somehow. Maybe? No, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, welcome in. How is it going? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate that. Oh, I see. That folds. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. That looks so good. That is not entirely what I was expecting. That actually really worked really well. Yeah, welcome in. So today we were building. I did a swap on my graphics card. I swapped it from a air cooled to a water cooled cooling block on it, and prepped my motherboard for my PC build. And now with a little bit of time we got left, I've been building this Lego model. Welcome in. Do you like building things, or what brings you in today? All right, so now we built that part of it. We're going to build the other side. So we're going to take that right there, and see that we are going to have to put stickers on these, and I am kind of not looking forward to that. But we'll do that here in a minute. I'm probably going to take those back off before we put those on. And I do apologize for the quality of the stream. Normally my stream would be a little bit higher quality than this, just because, well, I mean, actually a lot of it. I'm using a really old Mac Mini as my streaming computer today, since my main computer is out of commission at the moment. I do apologize for the low resolution video. It's not usually that low, and I am missing a piece. What piece am I missing? I did goof that up a little bit. We would need this piece to go here. Okay, so both of these are up here together. Flip to the next page. Oh no, the page is torn. The very center. Yeah, but now we gotta fold these outwards and bring them down and smush them out a little bit, and there we go. Starting to look a lot more like a car, and that is exciting. I love this. Oh, ooh, it's a little crunchy. Kind of wants to smush together a little bit, but we got it. Next one, though, is going to be the next sticker. The next one's going to be sticker number 4. So let's go ahead and do that sticker. Not sure what piece this goes to, though. But I do like that we could attach it to this. This gives us something more to hold on to. So we're going to attach it here and attach it here. So that creates that completed sub-assembly that we need to make. We're going to use this as some way to hold on to this while we put the sticker on. And give me a second. All right, we're going to take our budger right here. We're going to carefully peel this up. There we go. We're going to use this to place it in. Put this in place. Let's see if I can actually see what I'm doing. Now it's slightly off center, but it's pretty close. It's close enough, I think. That's just the engine. I think this is the engine backing over here. Oh, we gotta put in a second sticker. Rude. Don't make me put on a second sticker. All right, so we gotta polish this up so we can get this ready for the second sticker. We're gonna prep that. We do have a little speck of dust that got stuck in there. There we go. Polish that sticker in nice and neat. And we're going to polish up this part of the block so that way it looks nice and clean once we get this ready. But we're going to put these in because these are guide pieces. Help us line up the stickers correctly. And we're going to put on these little squares. Yeah, basically this is the engine cover. This is what is effectively the hood, but it goes on the back of the car. So I don't know what you would call it then. I guess it's still the hood. And now we're going to polish this up so that way we have another good surface for adhesion. And we're going to take this engine sticker. And like I said, this one's going to be a little spicy. There we go, because we want this to line up right the first time. Oh, well, that's it. It's on. Once ago, oh, dagnabbit, that one went on really crooked. Oh, there's something really satisfying about snapping bricks together to solely form something cool, right? There really is. Let me see if I can, before this one gets hermetically sealed in. Let's see if maybe we can get this one back off just a little bit. One thing about these stickers, though, they are of the best quality. And they do tend to stick really well once you've got them set in place. Whoa, 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 whoa. We can go ahead and take that one back off. We're going to try that one again. There we go. Perfect. I am quite happy with that this time. Now we're good to go in and polish that one in. Any bubbles, get out any of the bubbles that were in it. And yeah, there's something really satisfying about building out a Lego model, and you get to see it come to life. And whether it's one that's pre-designed like this or one that you're creating on your own, it still looks really good. And it's really satisfying. There we go. There's our engine cover. And we're on the next. Okay, so there are stickers. These stickers are going to go on here. I knew it. They tricked us. I don't know why they want us to put the stickers on now. All right, so now we're basically on to. So this is the back half of the car. And now we're going on to the next part. It's the front half, obviously. Front half in the cabin. This looks like it's quite a few less pieces. It looks like it's a little less intensive parts-wise because it's not as much of the structure. Oh, this is new. I've never seen anything like this either. These wheels are interesting. Usually the wheels are two separate pieces, the rubber piece and the plastic piece. But in this case, they've actually molded it looks like they've molded, it's a hard plastic core for the rim. And then they've hard molded the rubber tire directly onto it. So that way they're able to create a really thin tire and wheel. Other really cool things, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Camera can focus. They actually have vented discs on it, which I think is really cool. We've got little vented disc brakes in there. See the little holes they put in it. Which is kind of neat though, because it just gets covered up. Like you're not even going to see that. Once you've built the model, you're not even going to see that. You're just going to see the wheel hub, and it's like, huh, that's a nice little detail. All right, so next up is we have the body. Now we're going to have two of these little black L pieces. Snap onto the back, basically the firewall. I set that aside for a moment. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this 2x4 plate with a 2x3 smooth piece, a 1x1 smooth piece, and then this little L-shaped thing. Then you flip it over. Then we have some more bracket pieces. These are some little bracket adapters. And these are some of the coolest little things I've seen. These are all like new Lego pieces I've never seen before. Little red piece, and you've got, oh, this is the door. Let's go. That is really cool. And she puked again. All I'm trying to do is make gluten-free mods. Oh no! Tasha, I'm so sorry. Aw. All that mess you gotta clean up. Oh, I know. I can sympathize. It's... Man, I'm really sorry about that. Like, you're just trying to have a good day, you know? I mean, I know she can't help it, but it's still... like, ugh. Alright, we got that. We're basically working on the other door now. And take that little red piece. Rotate that that way, rotate that that way. Flip to the next page. Oh, we've got this nice big red bar that goes in the back right here and ties the doors together. So now the doors are nice and solid and locked on. And now we're going to create that center console by using a little round piece here in the middle with this little angled piece. So this could actually, I don't know, maybe it can, maybe it can't, but right now it's looking like this could actually fit too many figs if you wanted to grab another one from your collection and put in there. Oh, there's a gear shift. Oh, I love that. We're using a microphone. We're using a little tiny microphone as a gear shifter. How about that? I love that. And then we're putting in the steering wheel, one side. Smooth Lego piece on the other. Take a big brick over here, put this in front of that axle. Take these two little rampy pieces. Oh, we gotta build this thing up. Got this funky piece I've never seen before. What is that? What is that? Look at these. It's like a brick and a plate with a hole all mixed together. What even is that? Never seen anything like that before. Weird. But we're going to use that. Got these little handlebar pieces that go up front. We're going to attach those to it. And then we attach this funky thing I've never seen before. There's so many pieces in here that I've never seen before. And trust me, guys, I've had my fair share of Lego bricks, but what even is all this? It is. They've got a lot of new pieces these days. Kind of blowing my mind here. Keep assembling that. Take another long bar piece that's going to go all the way across. That was basically the fender wells. Basically sealing in the cab is kind of what we're doing. Right. Build another piece that goes inside, basically forming like a glove box. I like that. Let's see, are we missing anything else? We are not. So then 2 more fender wells. The fender well pieces have been around for a long time. These have been around for a long time though. Yeah, I'm really starting to get the shape and the feel of the car though. Really starting to come together, and I really like it. Take one piece here that goes in the center. These 2 smooth angled pieces. And 1 red smooth piece that goes right here behind the steering wheel. So basically the interior of the car is red, which I'm assuming is true to life. I imagine Lego probably went to Lamborghini and was like, how do you want this car to look once we have it together? Because it is a licensed vehicle, so it's a licensed product, basically. What else do we have? All right, we've got one fender well cover, another fender well cover, part of the front hood. All right, now we're starting to make the front part of the car. So we're going to take out this 2x6 bar, put a 1x3 and a 1x3 plates on these. And then we're going to start rounding out the front lip of the car. This would be a fun model too, though, to take apart and see what you could make, like with your creativity. What all could you make with this, with all these pieces? Because there's a lot of unique pieces in here that would be absolutely fantastic for making into anything, Let's keep on attaching these. Now, these I think are also going to have stickers on them, so we're going to have to worry about that in a minute. Like I said, I kind of dread the stickers on these. I might actually, I don't know. I think I can do the stickers. Okay, so this is becoming the front, lip of the car, basically. It's going to go attach to the very, very front. Oh boy, we've got 4 stickers to put on here. Not 1, not 2, but 4. That's a lot of stickers. That was a lot of stickers. I wasn't quite ready for that. And we got to make sure we do these right, because some of these aren't like the others. And a lot of these, if you mess them up, you can flip them around and you can fix them. But in this case, you can't. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to push my mic out of the way. I'm going to do this up real close. Gosh golly, I wish I didn't use so many stickers. All right, that's 2 of them. All right, now for the harder 2. Does the sheet have instructions? It does. It does tell you how, but it's just a matter of getting them on and like the sheet tells you where they go, but it doesn't tell you like any advice for like lining them up. Because you have to be able to, you know, it doesn't tell you any advice for lining them up because you have to line them up just right. And when you do it, you really only have the one chance. The other thing is I've noticed is that a lot of these stickers that are in this model, they have big areas of just clear, which is kind of, it's okay, but like the thing is that dust will get underneath those clear parts, and then, you know, a speck of dust is underneath that clear part. Like there, I can see it right now. There's a tiny little speck of dust here and a tiny speck of dust there. Those aren't ever going to come out because they're trapped underneath the clear part of the thing. And so it's like, but those are done. They don't look bad at all. You know, I'm happy with that. And that attaches to the front of the car. So now we have the complete like outer dimensions of the car. So you can start really seeing it starting to take shape. We're almost there. Next part now basically is going to be the hood. So we're going to set that aside. So now that this becomes the front section. So, and as well as looks like 1, 2. Oh my goodness, we still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 more stickers, guys. 6 more stickers. Ooh. Lego, why do you do this to me? Okay, so we got another piece. Like, that's kind of a neat, funky looking piece. Building this up here a little bit. These are basically our clear headlights. That I did not build correctly. I don't think, did I? Wait, what? It doesn't look anything like it does in that picture. Hang on. Oh, it does. Ah. You rotate it. That's why. Neat. Okay. And basically build a second one. Yeah, we're down to the wire. We're down to this last little bitty bits. And like I said, these are going to be the harder bits because we're having to put stickers on these. And yeah, it'll work though. It'll work. Missed a little square thingy that goes here. These last couple stickers though, I might save to do off stream once I've got a little bit to eat. My hands are a little bit steadier. My hands are a little shaky. You guys probably can't see it on stream, but they're just a little bit shaky just from not necessarily low blood sugar, but just, you know, I need some foods. And so once I grab a little bit of food, then I'll probably put them on. I'll post some pictures on Discord. Because these last few stickers are going to be the most important ones. These are the ones that go on the very front. And we want them to look good. These are the ones that you really take a look at. So right, so next sticker is going to be the one that will go up here along the front. It's the sticker 6, or actually sticker 9. Sticker 9 will go up here along that front edge. And then the next sticker. All right, so we'll do that one. Like I said, we'll do that one off stream here in a little bit. It's going to look good enough that we'll still have an idea of what it looks like for sure. All right, and then we basically put that. And then we can attach, this is basically the hood. Whole front hood assembly. Goes that in. That is brilliant. Oh my word, that is brilliant. You take that off. Those stickers we put on. Right in there. These orange stickers. They show through the headlights. Oh, I love that. That is such a cool way to do it. Oh, that's brilliant. All right. Well, all right. Let's go. All right. Then the next sticker. Okay. So, right. So after that, we've done that. So we do the sticker on the front. There's a sticker 7. There's a Lamborghini sticker. Wow. Yeah, I love that. Sticker 7 is going to go up here. The 2 sticker 5s are going to go up here along the this where basically they're the middle mock-up pop-up headlights, as well as 1 and the 2 sticker 1s, the exhaust vents basically where air can flow through. Those are going to go in the back. So the last thing we have to do now basically is build the wings, not the wing, but the wing. And that's going to be a quick assembly. Yeah, that is really cool. No, I that's actually pretty brilliant. I like that a lot. This is confusing. How is this supposed to work? So basically we're building the wing here, and it's got a funky little bit of direction, but I think I know what it means. Like I said, you've got all these weird funky pieces I've never seen before. Basically, we've got these little circles that have like these little grab bars on them. And they look really good, but I've just never seen that before. And then that is our back wing, which will snap into place. And then you just adjust that accordingly to how it should look. I think is just make it pretty flat. Aw, Falcon, thank you for the excited R2D2 for the 5 bits. Oh, I appreciate that. Then put on the canopy. And it's all starting to come together. And then we assemble the wheels basically like this. Like I said, you're going to put the rims on over the brake discs on top of the rim, on top of the wheels. And then you just snap those in each side. And ta-da! I like this. They've got stars up and out around all the corners. Look at that. And you've got yourself a Lamborghini. This build is so it is pretty pog. And like I said, my favorite car as a Lamborghini, as a Lego model, I will take it. It's a little bit more affordable than the real thing. And thank you for that redemption. I appreciate that. It's a slightly more affordable than the real thing, I imagine. But it's actually really cool. I really like the design of it. It's all pretty well fit together. They did a really good job of capturing a lot of the details. You've got, you got the intakes behind the doors. You've got the little door vents right here. Those little marks there. Once you have the stickers on, we'll have some more of the exhausts off each side. Now, like I said, my only quibble with this model probably is that they really use a lot of stickers. And the other thing is we've got this canopy piece when the white is like off. These are 2 different colored whites, but you can't really avoid that because that is printed on to the canopy. But it actually looks really good. I really like that. I'll put the stickers on it tonight and I'll post them on the Discord. Just gotta get a little bit something to eat. That is kind of funky. Why is that rubbing? Oh, I see. We gotta get that just right. Let's go. It's a little wonky in places. Like if this was for someone to play with, I don't know if it would be that great to play with, just because it's kind of loose. It's not a very particularly sturdy model. I would say that. It's kind of held together by a lot of really interesting techniques that I've never seen before, but no, I think it'd be one of those models that'd be great to play and crash. You know how the kids would like to do that, like to play and crash the models, and got to build them back up again. It'd be great for that. So yeah, we can take our little dude. And what is cool. Hey, Ollie, hello, welcome in. What is cool too, I do like this a lot. You can fit 2 minifigs in here, so you could have someone and their friend going out for a drive in a Lamborghini. Oh, let me flip that around so you guys can see it. Look at that. Ollie, welcome in. How is it going? Yeah, we just wrapped up on this Lamborghini Countach build. And I actually thoroughly enjoy it. This is one of my favorite cars in real life, and one I wish I could have. Except the Lego model is slightly more affordable, so I'm going to make do with that for now. But, you know, it is actually a really cool build. And I really like the details on it. I love this detail with the taillights, because one of the trademark things of the Countach is the back and the way that the taillights taper off to each side. And they got that by using little cones. That's a brilliant little move right there. Even Lego struggle for. I know, same. They have a Lego Lamborghini that you can get. It's a Technic, and it's got a motor in it. It's got like a working 6-gear transmission. The thing is like $300. I'm like, I will take the $20 one. This one was $20. I will take that. I can afford that. For it being one of my favorite cars in the world, I can scrounge up $20 for that. $300? Not so much. Not so much. I like Lego, but not that much. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. And then, as usual, one of the nice things Lego has started doing is they start giving you a lot of spares. Now, this, they don't usually give you spares of, and I'm wondering if I missed this somewhere. There's actually a very distinct, very real possibility that I might have missed where these go. I'll have to go back to the model. My friend got one of the big the big Batmobiles. Those are expensive, but they look so good. Those do look really good. Like I said, the only thing I haven't done so far is we still have, I think, a total of 6 more stickers to place. We have front fog lights up here, Lamborghini grill badge, not grill badge, but Lamborghini hood badge, the 2 headlight stickers, as well as the 2 vents back here. But I'm getting a little shaky, a little blood sugar, so my hands aren't quite as steady as I'd like them to be to put them on. They're steady enough, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit till I'm feeling a little bit better. Not feeling better, but once I get some food in me. I've not eaten in quite a bit now. Yeah, we had a really good day. We had a really good, really productive day. We took my GPU, I removed the air cooler off of it and installed the water cooling block on it. We disassembled my ITX motherboard and removed the Wi-Fi card and put it in my new ATX motherboard, as well as installed the water block, the CPU water block on that motherboard. And outside of that, yeah, we are pretty much good to go. And the cool thing is, we're right at the 4-hour mark. So let me go ahead and let's see. I think I'm probably about ready to wrap up. Let's get a sip of water and we can head to my stream ending screen. And let's see who is online. Wilbo's World, he's playing Animal Crossing Wild World. Yeah, sure, we can raid Wilbo, for sure. Sounds good. Get some food. Well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So the thing of it is I do still have quite a bit of work left to do on my computer. We're gonna have to order some more parts, I think, before I can finish putting it together. So it's going to be a while before my computer's back together. So we're not going to be able to play any PC games or anything like that. On Thursday, we're going to attempt to play some kind of a Switch game and see if this really old Mac Mini that I'm using right now can even handle my capture card. If it can, good. If it can't, we'll find something to stream. We'll find some way to stream something. And like I said, we won't have Terraria on Thursday like I'd hoped. But we'll make do. And my computer should be back in working order next week with any luck. With any luck, I can get it back together by next week. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to my stream ending screen. And Matcha Lisa did redeem for us to raid Wilbo. And as you guys can see, my stream screen is itty bitty. But yeah, first of all, I would like to thank Cine for the 200 biddies and the sound alert biddy, and I'd like to thank Falcon Cove for the sound alert biddies, and thank Matcha Lisa and Tasha, my mods, for coming and hanging out. I thank Paskowitz for the follow and for coming in and helping so much with reassembling my GPU. And I also want to thank Anna Nova for that resub. Let's go. All right. So let's go ahead and get that raid started. Matcha, if you could actually, or if one of my mods could actually please pull up those 2 raid messages for me. My computer's having a bit of a fit at the moment. I get that raid started. And make sure I type that right. Is it Wilbo's World, all one word? Raid has been started. So Wilbo's a really cool streamer. I don't know if you guys are unfamiliar. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. He's a really cool streamer. He is streaming Animal Crossing Wild World. Lately, he's been playing it, I think, on the Wii U. And he is a really chill, really cool guy. And I hope you guys show him all the love that you guys show me. And yeah, I will see you all on Thursday. I don't know what we'll be playing yet, but I will see you all on Thursday. And hope you all have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the rest. Yeah, thank you. You too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go. All right, I will see you all over there. And don't forget too, guys, if you want, you can copy that raid message that we've got. And if you are a subscriber, you can copy that second raid message. And I will see you all soon. Oh boy.